Anywho, thank you for joining us. We play on the first and third Thursdays, generally, of each month. And this is the Candlekeep Accords, TCA. We are a part of the LDR world universe. Just our campaign's happening at the same time. Thank you. Ours is just happening in Faerun, in Baldur's Gate, generally. Where LDR is, I don't know, where are we? The City of Brass?
City of Ass.
City of Ass. The confluence of planes. So, different plane. Same time period. Kind of. So, thank you for joining us tonight. We have, if you look in the doobly-doo. Oh, thanks for the resub, City Guard. In the doobly-doo, we have 30 more subs for that awesome green dragon. It's like Godzilla up there, man. We also have dice giveaway tonight. We have some blue dye, and what's the other dye?
Like a sparkly lime green.
A sparkly iridescent lime green. Actually, it's not iridescent. It's just a sparkly lime green. What was that? Did you just hit an inhaler?
Yeah, dude.
Push up your glasses. I guess I'm having such a hard time breathing.
Is that what Paz does?
Yeah. Paz has an
When you
inhaler.
smoke this many cigars, jackass.
Well, you know.
The
So,
lungs are weak, but these fists aren't.
oh, we're gonna get into it tonight. It's gonna be fun. So, a little bit of a recap.
It's just your pocket protector.
Just your pocket protect. Yeah. It's canon as well. Paz has a pocket protector on his plate mail.
His pocket protector is connected to his cigar box.
Yes. That has an inhaler in it.
Do you just put cigars in the pocket protector?
Yes.
Exactly.
There we go. So,
It's a
we
three-finger.
had the group go. I'm going to back up like 3 episodes. They went to find wraithberries in a forest that had a mausoleum. Mausoleum to the Vera family. They got accosted by wraiths. They saved a wraith because they're benevolent. They put said wraith in a soul coin because it was more easily movable than the slab of concrete she was in.
Marble.
They talked to a dying Zero who said, "Hey man, stuff's going wrong. This isn't what I signed up for. I just got blown up in 2, but I got the little one's arm." And the arm he was holding was that of his ex-partner who blew him up, Boomer. He asked you guys, just immolate me, destroy me. Don't try to talk to me. Don't bring me back. I know what's going on with souls. I'm going to try to hide in limbo. You guys at least mentally assented to that agreement. I don't know if you got like a pinky of his and you plan on doing something with that. But so far, so good. You haven't tried to contact the dead. That's good. Necromancy, no bueno. Then we went back to the Vera mausoleum. We sniffed a hole. IL did. I mean, he did. He just flat out did. It was a big hole that he sniffed.
He's more canine than cat, isn't he?
He really is, right? He should be more dog-like. But anyway, we got to this hole which led hundreds of feet underground. I'm my own best friend.
He gives himself high fives when he does it well.
They traversed down a rope ladder through this hole hundreds of feet underground, and they went into this hollowed out city that has been forgotten, that looked very dwarvish at the time, covered in cobwebs, spiders, ettercap everywhere. But they landed softly and quietly. They snuck their way through 3/4 of the way, almost like it was planned, out of thin air, nowhere. 2 massive stalactites just apparated and crushed Ricca, pinning him to the ground, thus starting a fight. We fought well, valiantly even. Except for IL, who just died.
No, he fought valiantly before he died.
He did, and then he knocked over a pillar, bringing out a large spider, killed him, wrapped him up, was going to take him away, but the group revived him, brought him back, kept fighting, and made their way through. Sir, we're going to need you to take off the corporate logo.
Yeah. No gang signs.
Yeah. Jeez.
Chick-fil-A endorses this satanic game.
At the back of... yeah, I was joking. At the back of this area that they got to, they also found 2 creatures that were just entombed in webs. When they uncovered them, took them out, they realized that it was 2 devil imps. One named Dag, who I tried to sound like Christopher Walken, and the other named Shrug, who, because of like a donkey kick to the head, just can shrug and doesn't talk, and he's a little cross-eyed. These 2 infernal beings said, hey, we want to go home. There's a special doorway to home here, but we can't find it. We've been stuck down here for a very long time. And they also told you about the matron of spiders. She's a bit of a problem. She patrols the area, and she doesn't take kindly to intruders. As they continue to traverse through this underground city...
Intrude.
Huh?
To intrude.
Yeah. As they continued to intrude and traverse through this underground city, the city started to change from looking dwarvish to looking very elvish. And then the elvish started to look dark. And it became very apparent that, the worship of Lolth was strong down here at one point in time. And that's probably why there were so many spiders, and there was a matron of spiders, and that just no good. They made their way quietly to the matron's lair after our girl Karasina kind of got bamboozled by the matron. She called you, remember? She called you to herself.
Singing a song.
On what should have been a check that more people failed, but only one did. So it seemed less deadly. Then we fought the matron. I put you guys in way too hard of a combat because it was my very first one with like a pretty big bad guy.
Yeah, you crushed us.
I'm learning. First time DM here. But after I quickly pared certain parts down so that it wasn't my incompetence that there was a TPK, we defeated her, broke her throne. Could you be any louder? Could you be any
That was
louder?
the sounds of us breaking the throne. It's sound effects.
Broke the throne.
Which was made out of paper.
Killed her. It was paper mache, apparently. Killed her. And then Darlin had a vision. It's a very particular vision of how the matron came to be. And that's where the episode ended. That is where we're going to pick up with with Darlin.
I'm the
snapping out of her,
matron!
yeah.
Whole plot twist.
You're not. With Darlin snapping out of her vision, having just killed the matron, watching the matron split into 2 of bottom half spider, top half elven lady, and both of them dissolving into the ground. Let's begin.
So, mincemeat flutters down, lands on Darlin's face, and just pecks once, twice at her forehead. And she goes, I'm back! How long was that? Who timed it?
30 seconds.
It felt like longer. Who's got the dagger?
I think that's Ricca.
Ricca
Right.
does have it.
Right, Ricca?
Ricca runs over across with all his little legs.
Ricca, I saw something in the corner! And he's back, folks. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, what was that? I got the dagger, like a little prick. Yeah, I got the... What?
It's just ironic that you would say that holding it.
I'm just having an asthma attack.
Call it the black.
Hey, are you going to take another hit of your actual inhaler tonight? Because it's hilarious.
Can you do that recreational?
It doesn't bring a buzz. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. That's what we think. Wait, if you had spoken with a helium voice, I would have lost
That would
it.
have been...
Oh yeah, it doesn't do anything recreational.
Never happened.
Anyway,
I got to get that voice in here.
so I was trying to find a moment from that dagger's history that was significant, and I thought I saw in this very room. It felt like it was long ago, but there were all these people in robes that were standing in here, and a woman was screaming, and this large creature with dragon scale-like armor dragged her up onto that altar and stabbed her with that dagger. The only thing I could really make out of any color was one of his eyes was green and one of them was blue, but after he stabbed her, all that blood poured out, ran through those channels in the throne, and then she just changed into that Dryada creature. And I don't know, and then after I saw her change and become that way, all of a sudden there was this big commotion in the back, and all of these like armored people busted in like a drug bust, like it was NCIS, and they started like slashing through all the robed figures that were in the room. And I saw flaming fist iconography on them. I remember that. I saw that.
Like on them, how?
Well, it reminded, there was a flaming fist icon on one of the figures that busted in sword, and I don't know, it made me remember, do you remember that vision I had like 6 months ago? Or maybe it was a few weeks, I don't remember. I thought it was Paz, somebody who looked like Paz that was stabbed in a sword like that. That's the sword it reminded me of. And they said something to each other, and I didn't hear what it was, but that big, awful looking dude who was about to like take the dagger out of the lady he just stabbed, but he just gave it up because he was about to be swamped and poofed away like a coward. And that's just, I don't know, that creature with the flaming fist icon on it, I saw him, reach for it.
Was it in it?
It was what?
Was it in it?
I couldn't really tell from the way it was dressed either, or I mean, like Cacophony's like buff as hell, you know, like if she wore armor, and I was just, I don't know. So it was hard for me to tell.
Did you mean kerosene or cacophony?
Who did I say?
Cacophony.
I meant Cacophony for sure. Cacophony
You gotta be so
has
buff.
been doing death push-ups this entire time. Her spirit is swole AF. No, but I didn't mean kerosene. Sorry, I just think of my best friend when I look at you. It's okay.
My alter ego's best friend.
My alter ego's best friend.
Also, the name of my autobiography.
My alter ego's best
Mr.
friend.
Fisker.
So you're saying that this dagger was part of a ritual of some kind? I mean,
It seemed pretty apparent. I mean, anytime you have a ritual sacrifice like that and the blood is directed into channels to something, it's usually not a good thing. And there's generally, when robed people are in the room chanting, in my experience, does point to the possibility of a ritual.
Was it the same ritual place that we just destroyed?
Mm-hmm. It was the same room, but I mean, obviously there were a bunch more people in it.
And it wasn't a throne.
and the same lady, turned into the
Mm-hmm.
Zarda that we just dealt with,
She didn't want to be that thing.
That's very
I don't
sad.
think she chose it. Well, I mean, okay, I know she didn't choose it because she was like saying like, no.
You think she said the last thing she said to us was destroy or defeat Bane? Do you think Bane could be
Bane,
connected?
Yeah, said kill Bane, yeah.
Kill Bane.
Yeah.
Do you think that Bane could be connected to that blue-eyed, green-eyed person?
I mean, it's very likely. Should I roll it? I don't know if I should roll a history check or something on that for the visions I've had previously. Because I think the ones that are most significant are the creature crawling out from under the tree in the dell, set apart. And then I also had that flash of like all those synonyms, and I thought he said lecherous, but he said something else.
It did say lecherous.
Oh, he did.
That was in there.
Lies.
Oh, yeah. Because I thought it was a name lecherous, and I was like, who's this lecherous person?
Who's
Who's lecherous?
Yeah, terrible, plague, evil, death,
Yeah, yeah.
avarice, no escape.
Yeah.
Tyranny, pain, war, famine, sword, blood, bear, no safety, no haven, no future, walls, fences, rubble, ruin, lecherous, lies. Lies are not good.
That's what you
Broken,
stuck on.
broken, broken pieces. Slave.
Read your own handwriting.
Is this all from memory?
Something about
That looks like bong.
it's a bong.
Bong.
Yeah, back.
He's a
Back
druggie.
dais over there, over Overwatch, over
Howard.
cast doubt, blame, anguish, conquer, rule,
Yeah, there were a lot of words in that one.
destroy,
So those are the ones that stick out to my memory.
All those.
All the words stick out.
Each and every one of them.
Vision sequence. But also, yes, every word. I don't know if I should roll, because we've heard avarice, we've heard bane,
Go ahead.
a thing.
Who's holding the dagger right now?
Ricca.
Ricca.
Hmm.
And it just so happens that that Moonbeam is hovering right over it too.
Yeah. This is gonna be really annoying with mobile. I rolled a history check, right? 13. Not good.
Yeah, you're not making any connections.
It's beyond me.
It's
For now. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like part of these people, these bad guys or whoever, either serve something greater than themselves to the extent that they want to take on facets of its personality or reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it hard really to know if they mean the thing, the thing, or like thing junior. You know, like they want to be it.
The second thing.
Yeah, like twice removed.
Thing 1, thing 2.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I don't know, but I saw that same hulking creature. So
Was the green-eyed, blue-eyed person hulking as well?
he was huge.
He was huge. All right.
While they're having that conversation, Ricca will kind of just turn the dagger over in his hand and, yeah, does anyone else want this? Maybe we should take a peek around the rest of the room and see if there's anything else here. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Before we give away the dagger, what do you think we need to do with it? Should we destroy it? Should we use it against someone else? Obviously, it needs some kind of ritual place.
We can ask for guidance. So Lune maybe will give us some insight. Some other
Well,
clue along the way. Yeah, you know what I mean?
since it's dark, why don't you hold it for now
Alright,
until we figure it out?
I will hold it. And I think we need a rest. I can create the dome, yeah. And it will give us shelter from anything else around here, yeah, you know what I mean? And you two have to stay out though, yeah. She kind of points to Shrug and the other one's name, Dag.
Dag Nabbit.
But let me evaluate here the situation here and know how to best set this up, because the dome goes to the floor, yeah, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But doesn't go beneath the floor, yeah. So things can technically come underneath, yeah. You have to be careful.
That's really scary.
Yeah, that's that's the way it works with only third level literal spell, yeah. Higher levels, yeah, fully protected, yeah, you know what I mean?
All right.
Okay. Are you searching the room before you cast the hut?
Yeah, searching the room, and he's looking for any other things around the room, but he's also looking for the most defensible position to place the hut.
Where do you put the dagger if you're holding it? Behind you?
I know where you're going.
He has a backpack, so he'll just kind of wait. What else is in my backpack? Just to make sure.
Stuff that can be
See,
corrupted.
how would that do with the soul coin? Soul coin's
Oh.
probably not in the backpack.
You
How
wanna
would
put,
that do with the
you wanna
onyx
put it
shards?
in-
I can
No,
do
I
it.
have-
I don't
I have the
have
onyx shards.
anything.
You have the onyx shards?
You have them in the box, in the bag of holding, I thought.
We could throw them in with
I
the
don't have
deadheads.
anything.
Yeah, listen, I think that Cassine is
I'm very trustworthy.
super. I trust her with all of me.
Even when she's possessed by a Dryder.
It was not her. Yeah, it was clear.
Right, but she can be possessed by Driders.
So was IL, and we trust him too.
No,
we
we
don't.
don't. Not in the least.
An echo cacophonous sound rings out in the caves.
Listen, I was just, having a weak moment, guys. Come on.
All right.
You told me you trusted me.
That's true, I did.
You're either a liar or you trust me.
Or I flip-flop too much.
I don't.
Maybe I was having a weak moment.
That was good to share. I see what you did right there. Yeah, you know what I mean? Ricca will kind of look up and hold the dagger up to Kerosene.
And I will take it, and I'll look at it, and I'll give like a mischievous grin, and I'll go back, and I'll pull my fire sword out, and I'll start playing with it.
Okay.
Clearly good choice.
Nice. I need you to roll wisdom save.
I knew it. Freaking knew it.
It's
Oh,
fine.
boy.
I'm really smart.
I'm joking. You don't
Oh.
have to. But Paz does.
Hmm?
What? Plot twist. What was in that inhaler?
Hold on. Yeah, wait. Can I get a quick hit of the inhaler? Or have
We
a-
can't.
what? I'm sorry. You
It's a
said
CBD inhaler.
history?
No.
Imagine a
Wisdom.
magical
Wisdom?
inhaler
Oh,
that
that's
gives
even
you
better.
advantage on wisdom saves.
Yeah. Where's that?
+1.
16.
You see the dagger being passed around, and you have an urge to grab it, but you don't act on it.
Grab it like I want it.
You want to hold it,
Like,
but you don't act on it.
Like Smeagol
can you
won
define
Rocket
like
League,
how
won it?
desirous it
Kind
is?
of
Is it
want.
like the way that I want a good cigar, or the way I want to potentially punt some of the nitwits? Sometimes, like there's a desire
Do
of
you-
physical or a desire of
Do you feel like you need a cigar?
yeah.
Right now.
Then you feel like you need to hold that.
Mm.
But just like you can with cigars, sometimes you can
Hold it off.
prolong or hold off your desire, and you passed.
I look at her. Be careful with that.
Okay. I'll do my best.
I know you will.
And then I flip it up in the air and I catch it.
Goes down the stairs.
The tip chips off. It's now a butter knife.
What's the scene from The Lord of the Rings where he drops the thing down the well and all the goblins wake up because of it?
You fool of a
Fully
took.
took.
Yes. Okay. So you're playing around with the sacrificial dagger that killed the lady.
And
You've-
after I hand it off, I just start
Trolling the
reconnoitering
area.
the room. What would you like?
Reconnoitering?
Reconnoitering.
Yeah.
I like it.
that?
I'm looking at the axes that are everywhere.
It's a word.
Per your
Pick 'em up.
lore. Just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Look at these axes.
They're awesome.
Shortens to
Start
recon
juggling.
usually.
I now have 22 axes.
The long
Yes.
for that is
Mark it down.
reconnoiter.
Make it so you have 22 axes.
Perception.
Yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you're good at.
That's a lot. 26.
You see nothing. I lied. Wow. So you're kind of carefully walking over the rubble of the matron's death throne. And you start to see the cobwebs that were in this room are slowly fading away now that the matron no longer exists. And as the cobwebs are like magically disappearing slowly, you see the glint of something that would have been positioned directly behind the throne. It looks jeweled or bedazzled. Spirit fingers.
Did
Yeah.
you say bejeweled?
Bejeweled. Like the game.
Like the Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, there's an invisible string between where this bejeweled item is and the throne used to be.
Ricca will approach it
Okay. Quietly?
super quietly.
Nice. Okay. Roll stealth.
There's something here, you know what I mean? I can feel it in my heart. So we need to be quiet. Yeah. Stealth. Stealth is 21.
Okay. You pass. There's nothing else in this room but you guys.
This might see us. He approaches, like, tiptoeing.
I like it.
Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum.
How high up in the wall is this thing?
It's actually like tucked down on the corner. It's you would have to bend over to pick it up. That's how low it is.
So it's at my height, which is why
Yeah.
I can see this.
Yes.
Ricca will evaluate the
Okay.
object.
You see this. It looks like half of a spider. Cut in half.
A bejeweled spider.
A bejeweled spider.
Bling bling.
4 legs,
Interesting.
and like the legs are bent at 90-degree angles down, right? And it looks like when you look at the legs that there are teeth, like a key
Hmm.
would have on all 4 legs, and at the top of the key on that 90-degree bend is purple gems.
Ricca will cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. In your hand?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, just seeing how it reacts.
Well, you definitely clear all of the spider webs that were
Cobwebs.
around.
Yep.
It still remains.
Hmm.
It looks like it's a piece of dark metal. Does not look like the onyx that we've been dealing with. But it's a piece of dark metal with these amethyst gems on it and the 90-degree bend of the 4 legs. And each leg has teeth like a key. Look, it should be inserted with something.
Ricca will cast See Invisibility
Okay?
and look around to see if there's anything that he's missing, like a empty keyhole that this might go within, anything like that. Just to see if it could have fallen out or...
Okay. Perception with your invisible.
I can't
Invisibility.
guide myself because I think this is concentration.
See invisibility. Sounds like it, right?
Actually, it's not.
What?
No,
You
it's
don't
an
have
hour.
to concentrate to see invisible
Nope, I
things?
can see invisible things for an hour.
Good for
so,
you.
yeah. Perception. Ooh, that's much lower.
You see Darian's invisible cod piece.
13.
I didn't know where you were going with
13.
What?
Yeah, you're not wearing one. A cod piece. Yeah, it's invisible.
but I would see it though if
Yeah.
it was there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking.
Okay.
It has to be there for him to see it.
Yeah. You don't see anything in this room. It doesn't go here, but this thing looks important. Do you pick it up?
Yeah, if I go crazy, I'll just forcibly remove this from my hand.
How big is it?
Except don't touch it with your own hand.
It's a good question.
Okay.
Do you go
Sounds
over
good,
to
bro.
it while he's
Yeah,
talking now?
I'm intrigued about the 4.
Okay. So it looks like it would fit in, you know, like your hands hold. You're like an adult male.
Thank you.
He's not.
You're like,
So
It would fit in like 2 of your hands together. It would fit.
oh, boy.
would the holes be the size of a dagger? Like would
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Would they
Sure.
be possibly the dagger that we just took could possibly be inserted?
That's a good question.
Do I roll for something?
I mean, you don't have the dagger, do you?
That's
roll
where
for
I'm
whole
going with this.
intuition.
Yeah, yeah. We'll roll for whole intuition. What fits? What could these 4
Shut
keys?
up.
What type of hole could these keys fit into?
Yeah, small things can
Wait,
fit in most
so
any
these
hole.
are keys? Wait, are these keys?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it reversed. I thought it was
But they're the size of
okay.
like daggers.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
this is a pretty hefty half an item.
Okay.
Ha-
Now,
got
some-
I'm
makes
sorry.
a
I read it
fist
the other way. I
Got some
thought it
girth
was,
and weight to it.
okay.
Flaming fists for here.
That's why this...
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
My vibes are gonna crash so hard when you make me go over there and
It's
roll.
true. It's true. It's true.
Okay.
So you pick this up.
yeah, Ricca looks to IL and looks at Paz, looking at him, and he's like, yeah. He grabs it and lifts it up.
Roll wisdom. I'm joking. So when nothing happens,
Don't play with our emotions.
and when you start to look at the half that's cut off of the body of the spider, it looks like it looks like it intersects with something.
This
Like-
is definitely one half of, well, another spider. Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe, and he turns to the 2 imps, because now he can see invisibility.
Yep.
So he sees them, whatever they're doing.
they're flipping you off.
I see you.
Oh, you know, I was just checking my fingernails. So sorry.
You have an even number of fingers. It doesn't work.
You're right. Not even. Yeah. Well, my toes. There's 3 of them. So
This could be the key to what you are looking for. Yeah. Mhm.
it could be.
You ever see a room with anything like this around here in this system? You've been everywhere, you said.
Can I take a closer look?
Look with your eyes, not with your hands. Yeah.
He flies right up to it and like
Ricca pokes him in the eye with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just touching my hands.
Stretching.
Fair. That's fair.
That's awesome.
So he looks at it, like breathing on it. It's fogging up. What do you think, Shrug? Shrug looks at it, cross-eyed, dent in his forehead. Dude.
It's a very hot chicken sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
Shrug, do you need to blow your nose?
And Shrug just shrugs, and he's like, yeah, I know, right? We've seen it. There's a door.
How far away?
Hour walk?
We should do this after our rest, don't you think?
Sounds like a plan.
What do you think, Paz?
Paz is already asleep.
Wherever he
Because
fell
someone looks at the
asleep,
key, falls
Ricca
asleep.
puts the hut around him.
So, good for you. He fell asleep in the back corner of this room. Well defensible position.
Very good.
Okay. So we put up the hut.
Darian's gonna short rest and fill up his cane with any expended
What
slots.
are you gonna? You have two. So
I
what are
do.
you gonna put in?
He's gonna put 2 spirit shrouds in it.
2 spirit shrouds. Okay. Mark that down in your
Notes.
cane of spell holding. You have 2 spirit shroud spells stored. It's a good one. Oh, my computer went off. Oh no.
Oh. Advantage to the players.
Okay, here we go. And we're back. And we're back. So, it's nighttime. We're resting. Does anyone want to keep watch?
Ricca will stay up as long as he can and wait for everyone else to go to sleep. Just keep watch.
Okay.
Don't we have Sentry who doesn't need to...
Yeah,
No,
No,
he's
you do
gone.
He
not.
is gone.
remember?
He got.
Oh.
He got.
He got
Hey.
No,
big
we
mad.
kept his socks,
He
though.
got...
We have 8
How
shots.
Zach has his socks.
Oh,
I'll
On.
be very well rested when I wake up, yeah?
That's right. Are you wearing them?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
you did put them on. You made a point of saying that last time.
That's
I think in the
true.
middle of a fight.
So, Sentry, last time,
Cuts.
a giant metal stone arm came out of time and space and palmed his head, and he yanked him
Yoink.
through this portal. Just yanked him through.
We should probably talk about that sometime.
Yeah, we probably should talk about that sometime. Maybe while you're in the hut. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he didn't care.
Definitely didn't not. Definitely cared.
Definitely did not care. Maybe.
Multiple
It's just so
negatives
much
is hard.
better to cry in warm, fuzzy socks.
Yeah, amen. So, give me perception as Paz is just snoring.
18.
18. You hear some scritchy scratch movement in the hallway. And there's no light down here right now. Some of the, not lamps, torches that were lit before have kind of died out now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no light. And do you have dark vision?
I do. Out to 300 feet.
Okay. You see some movement in the distance. These 2 bipedal creatures with, where are they? They look like part spider, part man.
Does Ricca know what these are?
Roll history.
Cocked. 14.
14. Yeah, you think these look like Ettercap.
Ettercap.
Yep.
All right.
My computer's dying.
It's plugged in.
Yeah, wait up. It wasn't here though.
Oh.
It's kind of like a TPK.
When the computer dies.
There we go.
PCK.
Ricca will not wake anyone. He knows that her caps are not magical and will not be able to breach the barrier.
Right.
Although they could hypothetically dig under it, except they're on very solid rock, so he's confident that they'll be unable to do that if they tried.
So you see them start to walk towards the area where the matron... I think you left your moonbeam on her to kind of disintegrate her, and they start kind of digging. It looks like they're looking for food, and they could smell something was there. They dig for a little bit, they get nothing, they kind of carry on. There's about 4 of them.
Ricca watches where they go, and
They kind of go into towards the dwarvish ruins where you came from, and they disappear out of your sight.
okay. Right?
And
Ricca will eventually fall asleep
fall asleep. Okay.
and make sure everyone is safely in the hut. Not wake anyone else for another watch.
Okay. And as you're starting to fall asleep, just as you kind of pass out, you hear a whisper. Not in your ears even, like in your brain. You hear a whisper. And you hear, "Save her. Kill it."
Save who? Her? Who?
And then, as you fall asleep, you see an unfamiliar house. You've never seen this before. It looks very old. And there's a woman by a fireplace, stirring a large cauldron. Not like a witch, though. Like she's making stew or something like that.
I don't know.
And there are 2 children in this room, this kitchen. A daughter and a son, and it feels like a very happy environment. And you hear a child go, "Mama, Mama, can you help me with my work?" And this individual turns around, and it looks like Magdalena in human form.
The wraith that we have rescued.
Correct.
Yep.
And you see her with a nice smile on her face, and she walks over, and it almost zooms in as she tussles the hair of the individual that you heard it, but you didn't see it. You saw 2 small bodies, and when she tussles the hair, the individual that she tussles the hair of comes into view. The vision sharpens, and it's a small boy. And she says, "Michael, I will help you." And you see him doing schoolwork, explaining that the headmaster gave them quite a bit of work, and he needs some help. And
The
when
headmaster?
the headmaster. And Michael it's a good-looking, strong jaw, 5-6 years old, blonde hair, bowl cut boy, blue eyes with a
Blonde hair, bowl cut boy.
Yep.
Okay.
We're in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like the 1090s.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you notice he's got these piercing blue eyes that just are full of love for his mama. And over his right eye, he's got this little scar that goes through his eyebrow. And he just looks at you. And it seems like a very happy environment. And then you hear what sounds like the front door turn and open. And the children say, "Father's home." But not in a way like, "Dad's home!" Like, "Dad's home." And the vision kind of coalesces like a wisp of smoke. It just kind of fades away. Coalesces was the wrong word. It fades away that quick. And you hear footsteps now. 2 sets of footsteps from 2 different people. And in your mind's eye, you see a very old lady and a very young woman. Opposite ends of the spectrum. Old lady, she's like 100. Silver streaks of hair. The younger woman is like 20. Dark brown hair. Both of them have piercing green eyes. Both of them are in the same dress and regalia. Both of them have a pendant hanging from their neck that looks very much like the one that you have on your breast. I think it's what's that thing
Salune?
I said you have? The Salune,
Crescent moon.
the crescent moon, yeah.
Yeah, so
A brooch.
It's a
yeah.
brooch, yeah.
The pendants that are around both of these individuals' necks.
It's of Salune, or
Yeah.
just a brooch?
No, it's a pendant that looks like the symbol you have on your brooch, that crescent moon. Both of them.
Is it also bedazzled with gems?
Yes. Both of them. And you see them both come into view, and they stand next to each other, and you hear, "Save her. Kill it."
Which one says save her and which one says kill it?
The old one says, "Save her." The younger one says, "Kill it."
Kill what?
The young one steps forward. The Wraith. She shouldn't be here. She should have passed on. It is unnatural. You shouldn't be keeping her. Then the old one steps forward. She is an imposter. The voice sounds the same for both of them, even though one's very old looking and one's very young.
There's a dawning kind of realization on Ricca's face. Salune?
They both say yes. Echoes.
Waxing and waning?
Good shit.
They don't say anything. The old one. She is an imposter. You mustn't listen to her. The young one steps forward. Do you believe her? This is insane. I can show you how long I've been around. I can show you how I've been protecting you since you were but a babe. Don't believe her. Lies come in all forms. Believe me. She holds out a hand.
Can Ricca roll an insight check into each of them?
Can Carissa roll an insight check into Matt?
You can, with disadvantage.
I don't have any advantages. All right, insight check into the old
Old and
into
young.
Old first, so
Yep.
waning first. Ooh, that's not terrible.
What do you mean? It's not a 19?
Yeah, but it's disadvantage. So unnatural 20 on waning, and on waxing.
I love that imagery of waning and waxing too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Even it's both 14, so 22.
For both?
Yeah. So 20 for old lady, 22 for young lady. Waxing and waning.
You feel, as the young lady reaches out, let me show you. Believe me. You feel a connection.
To the young lady.
As she's reaching out.
What kind of connection?
You feel like,
So I feel like they're both telling the truth.
yeah.
All the voices crowd in on you.
It doesn't make sense. Why, Salune? How is there confusion? Your light bends away the darkness of confusion.
There is no confusion in me.
But there is. You're telling me two different things. Yeah.
She's not real. She is the imposter. And when that word is said, she is the imposter, they both say that and accuse the other. At the same time, with the same voice.
Ricca stands there not knowing what to do.
And she goes, "Do you trust me, child?"
I trust Salune with all my heart. But I don't know why I am hearing two different things. I don't know what to trust.
There are many who would like to see you fall. Many imposters. You have an important job to play. You don't even know the half of it.
Ricca is looking at Waxing, but he's peripherally trying to observe Waning.
So you're doing a
Shrug.
shrug.
Yeah.
You look like
Like,
Sid from my
He wants to see, like a debate when one of the candidates is speaking, the other one just like over there, like trying not to make any faces, but clearly they're like rolling their eyes. He wants to see if,
We'll go with that because it's debate season
yeah,
at this point.
Here we go.
And you see Waning, right? Old lady, Salune, standing there just shaking her head. While this one's explaining the important role, nodding her head.
Ricca, go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope, I want to hear what you say.
Ricca will think back on his life, in particular of his training since maybe the age of like whatever it was, young 20s, by Father Rav, and in the practice and pursuit of the Temple of Salune. Have there been other times or moments? I mean, he's heard from Salune, he's developed a relationship with Salune, he's very comfortable with Salune. Has Salune ever tried to be this persuasive or this forthright with, like, trying to convince him of something?
I think as you start thinking back through your memory, you start to see it play in front of you.
Great. So they're seeing my my thoughts.
Right. It's projecting.
This isn't a dream, is it?
And you hear the one reaching hand out, like she, almost like a telestrator in a football game, like pauses it, draws a circle, John Madden style.
It's a squiggly circle.
Right. And she goes, "I was there. That was me. Do you remember what we did next?" And she goes back to the first time you took part in an exorcism in particular, and you were very afraid leading up to that. It was on the calendar for weeks, and you were just gearing up.
Calendar. Schedule our exorcism.
Scheduled exorcism. And
we let it wait for a long time.
yeah, the insurance had to pass and everything. Had to get your right amount of money into the coffers.
Imagine if they were like, "Wait, I don't have payment plan options," and you just shove the demon.
Shove
back
the
in.
demon back in. That's your problem now, lady. And she says, "Do you remember the trepidation you felt leading up to that? How you wanted to run away? Do you remember how much you fought? Not only me, but your conscience and physically. Do you remember the bars you would go to just to get your pent-up aggression out?"
Ricca is kind of looking back and forth between the two of them.
At this point in time, they're both leaning in.
Do they both have their hands extended?
They now do. One right hand, one left hand. I was there. We flop to another dream. You're even younger now. You're like 6 or 7. And you are calling for your mama. And in comes Zek, and I can't remember her name. I lost it. Lisa.
Lisa.
That's
Yep.
it. Lisa. Yep, Zek and Lisa. In comes Lisa, and she picks you up like she would a toddler, and she gives you a hug and a kiss. I placed you there. I protected you. Don't you want to know what from? Have you met your birth parents?
You were adopted?
I don't know what to say.
Take my hand and I'll show you what I saved you from.
Ricca begins to reach. And he grabs both hands.
I knew you
I knew it.
So,
Go backsies.
yeah, that's fine. So, I kind of thought this would happen.
Of course you did.
So, in an instant, all three of you disappear deeper into the recesses of your mind while you're sleeping. And we appear very much like Muppet Christmas Carol, like Ghost of Christmas Past sort of thing. Like you're holding on to both of them. They're kind of swinging you like you would a toddler. And you're seeing things play out that you can't really interact with, but you're there. And it's a rainy night in Ulm. About, Ricca, how old are you?
Like late 50s.
Late 50s? So this is about 49 and a half years ago.
Okay.
And you see,
It's not that old for a halfling.
no,
Okay.
you see the back of a halfling, the back of their head, peering through a window in the rain, creaking the window up, putting their ear to it. And when they turn their head sideways, instantly it's like you were struck by lightning. You know that's your father. You know it. You have the same widow's peak, the same nose, that same stare when you're trying to listen and think on something. You've never met your birth father, but you know that's your father. And he's standing outside this palatial estate in Ulm, in the rain, cracked the window, and he's watching and listening what's going on inside. Your father is dressed pretty well.
He's a peeping Tom.
He's a
I can
peeping
understand
Tom.
that.
I can understand.
Your father's dressed pretty well. He looks a little regal. And the look on his face looks like one of fear. But he has to listen. And inside, you see a devil in all its resplendent glory, dressed in fine clothing, but it is clearly a red devil.
Ooh.
Talking, gesticulating, flipping a coin in its hand, talking to someone behind a desk. As the window opens, it hits a little snag. They stop. The devil turns around and walks over to the window, now noticing that it's open a quarter of an inch or half an inch. You hear the footsteps inside. The devil looks left, looks right, looks down, closes the window, turns back around, and you see more gesticulating. And this devil looks like it's very much enjoying this conversation, like it has one over on whoever it's talking to.
I can't see who it's talking to, though.
Not yet. The young Salune now says, "Would you like to hear what your father was unable to?"
What can you do? He'll ask the old one.
The old one?
Smart shopper.
Mm-hmm.
"We should leave and follow your father."
Ricca follows Dad.
Okay. So you go to turn around and walk with Waning. And Waxing goes, "Don't you want to know why they died?"
Oh my gosh. Dropping the high card real.
Won't I
Pick up
see that
4.
with Dad?
Oh, you want to actually watch it?
No.
Would Selune do that to you?
Ricca looks at old lady.
What's happening?
Dang,
That was
man,
a break.
She's playing her cards hard.
That was an interesting choice you just made.
He went off with the dice.
No, not his choice. His choice.
Oh.
Does Waning say any response to that?
She just keeps holding on to your hand and walking towards your father.
How do I feel when she's holding my hand?
Feels firm.
She moisturizes.
It's not
I mean, I'm old, but not that old.
like it's not like
a warm
she
hand.
would. It's not like she would yank you against your will. She's just holding and walking. If you stopped, she would stop and hold your hand.
Ricca
Meanwhile, young Selune,
waxing.
waxing, is holding your hand, and because you started walking, she's walking with you. Again, firm, not like trying to yank you, just trying to let you see the whole picture.
they died.
He's kind of at this point. He's just going on with
Okay.
like
You're continuing to follow.
yeah,
old-
but dumbfounded over this
right.
realization, the fact that they died. He just kind of is almost in a haze or a fog, following Waning right now.
Okay. And above you, the moon is shining, ducking in and out behind clouds in this dream. And you keep walking, following old Selune. And we catch up to your father, who's muttering to himself. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here. And he starts to run towards another palatial estate. There are many in Ulm, as you know. It's a city of commerce. And it's almost like we fast forward through the streets. And we get into a room where you see your father clearly speaking to your halfling mother.
What does she look like?
She was beautiful. She had this flowing red hair, which is weird because you don't have any of that.
Red hair.
Red hair,
Like Scarlett Johansson style?
like the
flowing?
that fake red. Yeah, yeah, that fake red,
Yeah.
and it curls at the bottom a little bit, and she's got these just piercing green eyes, which I believe you do have green eyes.
I do.
You got those from her. Widow's peak from dad, nose from dad, eyes from mom. And she's holding you. Little baby Ricca, rocking you, swaddled, while your father is explaining, I knew something was off. I knew something was off with him. We need to leave. We shouldn't have seen that. I shouldn't have seen that. I know I got seen. I know it. I know it. We have to go. We have to get our son somewhere safe. We need to leave now. And you hear your mother go, you don't hear her say anything. You just see her nod. And she puts you down into a bassinet, basically. And then there's a knock at your parents' door. And your dad goes, don't answer that.
Ricca's watching on, and he just under his breath says, "Don't answer that."
You coalesce out of it. Back to the dark room with holding both of their hands.
No, take me back. Take me back.
She cannot. The young one saying that. She doesn't know what happens. I do.
He looks at Waning.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Mm.
Why aren't you talking?
I don't need to defend myself. The truth will set you free.
Have I ever heard Selune say that before? Is that like one of her things, or?
She says it now, though.
Truth will set you free. You both seem truthful. You both. I don't understand. Why is this happening? What do you want from me?
As he now turns his attention to Waxing.
What do you want from me?
Old or young?
Waxing.
Still don't know the phases of the moon.
Waxing, growing, waning, lessening. So waxing
Young.
is young.
Young. I want you to trust me.
What do you want from me?
To waning.
I want you to trust me.
I do trust Selune.
Then they both say, then you should pick me. The dream ends. You just sleep. You toss and turn. Not a great night's sleep for you.
When Ricca wakes up in the morning, he has a splitting headache.
What the shit?
And he just immediately starts praying.
Okay.
But he doesn't leave the
The-
hut, because if he does, the hut disappears. So he's just on his knees in the hut, just like,
I don't understand. I don't understand what was going on. What was that? It wasn't a dream, but it wasn't real. It was. What's going on, Selune?
he just kind of pours his heart out.
Okay.
Does anybody hear this?
Let's say you're up. It's early in the morning still. You are snoring away, cutting wood. You're sleeping. Your face first just drooling. And you're curled up like a cat. You're up. You hear him in fervent prayer.
What's wrong, Ricca?
I had.
He's kind of muttering and stammering, not getting his words out. And when he opens his eyes, looks up, there's tears in his eyes.
I don't understand. Selunes gave me a vision, but it was confused. There were two Selunes, an old and a young, and he
Explains everything.
What do you think? Which one was the right one? Kill her, save it. Save her, kill it. Talking about Magdalena, I think, because that was how the vision started. But it's the same confusion I had the first time.
Well, in the first, you told us that you heard that before, when you had the choice to kill Magdalena, who we only knew was a wraith. In that moment, you trusted save her. Why?
I'm a healer. Selune brings justice to the creatures of the night, but she also illuminates the path to those in darkness. She saves and protects. That's what I'm.
She doesn't cleanse or purge, typically, right?
She can. And has.
Does she do it on a small scale like Magdalena's?
You can think back to your fight explicitly in the brownstone, where you prayed on what to do, and the light of the moon basically said,
Yeah.
kill this thing.
Yeah. He looks at him, he's like,
She does both. In the brightest of nights, with a full moon, the glory of the Silver Maiden, she will illuminate, make clear the path. And when all hope is lost, and there's but a sliver within the night, when darkness rises, and the creatures of terror emerge, Selûne will eliminate them.
Do you think you described them as waxing and waning? Do you think there's a possibility that something strange is happening, and they are both Selûne, and you're seeing her at 2 different times?
But she's contradicting herself.
Sometimes I change my mind. When I was young, I didn't think the way I do now.
Maybe. Or maybe it's an imposter.
It's possible.
Maybe one of them is Shah. That's my fear. Her twin sister. The pure dark. The pure evil. But it's impossible for me to know. They both felt like they are telling the truth. I felt it from my heart.
Mm. And you roll pretty well.
I know, it's infuriating. Even with disadvantage.
There wasn't enough spread.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused.
Well, perhaps we need to wait until you can get to a place and a time where Selûne's power is great and you know it's pure, and then you can pray, and perhaps she'll be able to reveal herself.
The next full moon is coming up. I'll see where we will be, if underground or outside, I don't know. But I can try.
We need to get out of this cavern.
We need to stop that thing.
If we can.
We must. We will.
I don't know if we can do it without Selûne's help. And if Selûne is not clear in the path forward, I have my doubts. I know I'm not the strongest I could be. In fact, I'm always wanting to get stronger. Do you think we're ready for that fight?
I don't know. You mean? I don't know. Ricca pulls out the soul coin
Okay.
and he just sets it on the floor in front of him and kind of looks at it. Conjures sacred flame. And puts it back.
I have a question for you. You said the passing doesn't do what it should do right now. Killing it wouldn't purge her from this plane. It would just send her to limbo. Is that right?
It would purge her from this plane, but it would not send her to the afterlife. It would send her to limbo. Which doesn't... I don't know why Selûne would want that. But it is evil. A wraith is typically evil, but this wraith is... Magdalena. He uses her name intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
She's... different.
And we gave her our word.
Yeah.
That
Gave
means something to me as well.
Yeah, it does. Ricca takes away the sacred flame and picks the coin back up.
When you touch the coin, your eyes go white. And you like zoom in on the coin and come out the other side. you are in that room with that devil and that person.
Wolf.
Oh.
And you see the devil lean over a desk and goes, wish, wish, wish.
Oh no!
You should have been much smarter with your wording on that contract. I know what I said. She would live longer. You didn't specify how long. Flicks the coin up in the air and you zoom in on it when it turns over and it pauses at the top and you see Aloysius Chance on the coin.
This is awkward. Seating arrangements tonight.
It lands back in the devil's palm. And he goes, well, you know what you have to do. It's time for me to leave. Snaps his finger and he is instantly wreathed in shadow and fire. Exactly like what you saw on top of the dock house.
Exactly.
Exactly like what you saw on top of the dock house. Disappears, and there is a young Aloysius Chance behind his desk, sobbing, knowing that he sold his soul to save his wife, but made a bad deal.
You're talking about internal thoughts of Chance. Does Ricca? How does Ricca know that that's what he's thinking?
You just feel it.
There's just an inner understanding of what's going on.
And then you come back as you're kind of mechanically putting that a soul coin, not that soul coin, a soul coin in your back pocket again. Like your eyes, I don't want to say they went white. You ever see someone's eyes dilate? They get really big.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. You dilated. You were moving just really slow in real time while this was happening. And by the time you put it away, they kind of come back and you're back in your right state of mind.
Oh boy.
What?
He tells him. Ah. He looks over at Darlin sleeping. Not in a creepy way.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Do you think we should tell her? My father saw a deal with Chance to save his wife with the devil. That has similar powers to something we've already faced, and Chance is trying to get his daughter back. There's just too many narrative coincidences here.
Well, we don't.
Clearly fate has brought us together
That's true.
to deal with this. Not fate. Salune. But how do we deal with it? That's something that's confusing us. Confusing me.
Well, we know what the next step is. So why don't we take it? We'll find the door. We'll get these imps back to where they came from.
Devils. I hate that we've been working with them.
They're not so bad.
Can they hear you talking on the outside?
No sound passes
Oh, okay.
through.
Their faces are like pressed up against the
They're blowing their cheeks out. I'm like,
You see like a little hand slide a note under that says, yes we can.
I heard everything you said.
Another hand slaps it, comes back.
What do you mean that not so bad?
At this point, he's kind of looking around at the others who he imagines are,
Now people are starting to rouse.
yeah.
they're kind of friendly.
The devils.
I understand that, but what makes a devil evil? Is it just the fact that he's a devil, or what he does?
The fact that they want your soul.
They haven't want my soul.
They want your soul. They want all of our souls. It's what they're doing they justify it to fight demons, but they steal your soul nonetheless. Cassian, have you ever, in your experience in your realm, ever met a devil?
You know, I've met many devilish people, but I can't really speak to that. I don't think so. You know, people are very tricky, though.
Would you ever trust a large, dark, black, armor-clad figure wreathed in fire in any way, shape, or form ever? Like if you
Listen.
saw one.
I think you have to give everyone a chance. You can't just judge a
don't
book
say
by
that, you'll trigger
its
'em.
cover, you know?
I
I
absolutely
once
agree
had
with
this
you.
weird,
Yeah,
weird,
you're very
crazy
Your convictions,
dream,
you're moved off of them.
you know? And I've had my fair share of moments where something's looked like that. But you know, how well can you know something is that just by the fact that they look exactly like you described, you know?
I guess you can't judge a book by its cover all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just,
Some-
yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, mighty things come in small packages.
You always say, like, it's all about the heart, right?
Gas from the heart. From the
Yeah.
heart. Have you ever met a devil?
No, I don't think so. But I don't like devils at all.
Have you met any?
No.
So you are the exact opposite of Kerosene. You judge a book
Just
by
so
what you've heard about.
As usual.
I'm taught on where I come from that, again, there are very different things here than what I know. And I believe in one God. You guys believe in lots of them. He kind of like looks to the ground and like rolls his eyes. But there's evil and good,
That's true.
and I'm with good, and I despise evil, and I don't tolerate it.
Very zealous of you.
Spoken like a true barbarian.
Hi, darling.
The only reason why I didn't
Cucumber slices pop
Didn't
off. What?
the only reason why I didn't kill them in the first place because you said no, and I would normally, but I don't know how things work kind of in this realm, so I go along with what you say because you're smart.
Yeah, do you ever met a devil other than these two imps here?
You do raking up really well.
Well, now that you mention it, there was this one time this really nice necklace was on sale, and I wanted to buy it, but I left my purse by accident in my carriage, and I just asked them if I could pay on credit, and they said that wasn't store policy, and I thought that was pretty devilish. So I was suspicious.
Yeah,
But aside from that, I mean, that was pure evil, you know, like, that's just... I don't even like to think about it. Aside
Whose
from that-
credit?
Oh, my family's, not mine. I don't often carry my purse with me because I don't need it. People usually just give me things. It's really nice. I like that. But aside from that, I mean, she starts flipping through her spell book. No. I don't think so. Why? I mean, I met these two, but wasn't really what I was studying with madness magic.
trying to determine if anyone has experienced any redeeming qualities in devils. Paz?
I've seen evil, and there's no redemption in it, so
Aren't there stories though about people who outwit them and get what they want after all and get off
only in
scot-free?
Georgia.
There's far more stories about people losing their souls than outwitting them.
But there are stories.
That is the exception, the very rare exception to the rule.
But it does happen.
Yeah, optimism is infectious.
Thank you.
No, it's not. Stay away from the devils.
Yeah, I agree.
Got
No,
that,
let
young
me
ones?
take that off my agenda for the day. Why are you all up in tats about this?
I don't know. I just woke up. That was the question of the day.
I had a vision.
Oh,
You have visions too? Oh, you get them through what's Sally Mae Salune.
Sally.
Sally Mae.
Freddie Mac, Sally Mae.
Yeah, she lends lots of things, lends wisdom mostly, yeah.
At a pretty expensive cost.
Yeah. Devotion is costly, yeah.
See, you're not allowed to have sex. It's unfortunate for you.
Listen, I
Seems a little withholding.
I just woke up and I haven't peed yet, okay? That's all it is.
Oh, I thought that was one of his cigars.
Darian takes a look around the outside to see if there's any adder caps around or anything that would impede them from going out.
Just the 2 imps.
All right, Darian, it's gonna go out.
Be careful.
I will.
You had a vision?
Yeah. He, for everyone to hear, shares the vision.
Okay.
And when he gets to the end, he kind of looks directly at Darlin. And who my father saw. Who the devil was talking to. Who was named directly. Was Aloysius Chance. And he said to him, I didn't say how long she would live. And I could feel his heart drop. As he sold his soul to the devil, that devil, to save your mother. And was tricked. Did not outsmart the evil one. I'm sorry.
Well, she's not dead, so clearly that was wrong. It's okay. Sometimes they're not always like, super helpful all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like covered in spider venom and guts and everything yesterday. Like, it's like a late night snack kind of thing.
Yeah. I hope it's wrong.
Did her father ever mention anything to do with devils?
No.
Ever to her?
Nope.
And what is the condition that I remember from my last letter to where she is?
The condition of
in
your
her-
mom?
Yeah.
You hadn't seen her for some time. She wasn't doing well, but she was being taken care of in a home that your father would visit daily, every other day. But she wasn't doing great.
On a totally unrelated note, can I use one of the sending scrolls? Thanks. Going out.
Okay.
So Darlin keeps it together, I guess, until she gets out of the tent, and then kind of... If you've ever seen The Princess and the Frog, the Disney movie, do you remember when Princess Charlotte, or whatever her name was, appears at the top of the stairs, and then, like, rushes down all of the stairs in 2 seconds? It's kind of like that, where she's just trying to beeline towards, like, the most private corner in this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darian sees her.
One scroll of sending left, by the way.
Did we use another one before?
We haven't used one yet.
I had. Did I give?
No, you kept
No, you had
sending
both.
to talk to Cacophony.
Right.
I don't think you used
Did
it.
we get? How many did we have?
We got 3.
Three.
Oh, so I've two.
you've
We
two
never
left.
used them.
Okay.
I don't think.
2 left.
Okay. Well, I guess Darlin would immediately want to try and activate the scroll of sending.
Okay. Who are you trying to talk to?
All right.
Mom or dad? Mom or dad?
I
Mom or
know.
dad?
So let's just say even mom, odds dad.
Darian would want to keep her in sight.
Okay.
He would give her her privacy.
Who
but
is
keep
it?
her in sight.
Dad?
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I gotta count words. Hey, Dad. It's Darlin. Don't kill friends. Please. Did you make a deal with devil? Question mark. Not spoken 2 words, just the question mark. If so, why? What name?
Hmm.
And is mom okay?
And is mom.
No!
Awesome! That's perfect.
No! I wasn't counting, I was checking you.
Does he have to respond with as many?
He has 25 words.
Okay. Hey, sugar. I miss you. What gave you that idea? I would never. What do I have left?
2.
7.
Seven?
7.
Oh, sorry,
7. It's like, what?
What's this? Talk about your mom? Kiss, kiss.
Do I hear them as if they were spoken?
I don't know, right? I think
Yeah,
it sounds. It's
it's-
supposed to sound.
It
yeah.
comes through telepathically, but it is spoken aloud.
Answering
Okay.
machine.
Can I insight?
Sure.
How he speaks?
Mhm.
Alright. I believe. I have no insight on that.
What? Oh, 2? Okay. Well,
Hard to read without seeing his face.
yeah.
Does it make any sense? Oh, I forgot to ask him for money.
Paz, do you get up?
First of all the stirring, I wait for Ricca to kind of calm down a little, but I'm going to pull him aside and talk about my urge. And I want
Wait a minute! Wait, did I tune out?
the urge
Big
for the
pause
100
button
grand bar.
on that.
No.
You have urges too, yeah. I
Yeah,
understand,
yeah.
Can I
Right.
discuss my
Yeah.
urges with you,
Uh,
Father?
Walking in self-control is a good thing, yeah, you know what I mean?
I wanted that dagger, and I don't know if I should have it. And I'm really going to lean on you. If I ask her directly, I want you to stop me. If I ask you to ask for it, I want you to give it to me. I don't know.
Right.
It was very strong. I mean, almost as strong as a good Macanudo. So
I can relate to strong urges, yes.
yes,
yeah.
but not this urge. This urge?
I can't find
less
my
phallic.
feelings anymore.
Well, you were talking about
I
urges.
know,
and so
I know. But I just want to
Oh.
make sure that you understand that it was
Right,
a very unnatural desire.
right, yeah. Mhm.
Very unnatural.
Unnatural. Eyes on me. Eyes on me.
Sorry, yeah.
Unnatural.
Right,
desire.
right. Uh-huh.
So
Everyone
I
lo- everyone loved
confide on him, and I
Yep.
light up a cigar. And
it. What happened?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
she rolled snake
Oh,
eyes.
okay.
Your
You're
mom.
Those are her portents.
yeah.
Said your
We get
mom.
those on camera.
What? Okay. So you
So I
get
get
up.
up. I get up.
If you ask me, I will get a dagger for you.
Thank
I
you.
will prevent you from receiving it otherwise, yeah. You know what I
So
mean?
he gets up and dusts himself off and walks
Getting him out
away.
of the
Ricca,
way.
give me a perception.
21.
You see that dagger tucked into the back of his pants, like a back belt.
I already have it.
He pickpocketed it off you.
Takes it out.
Huh?
What?
Takes it out.
It happened
Sleight of
in,
hand.
in everybody's sleep. He doesn't even know it.
That's awesome. Great,
Cock.
I'm a thief, and I didn't even know it. And a thieving skill. That's so weird.
It's over 20.
least qualified thief, and Thieves Guild finally does something
I
impressive.
kill
Got it.
Pat.
He doesn't know.
It's like an onion.
Slit his throat.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Ruthlessly.
everybody.
He doesn't even know he did it.
But I know.
No, you
You don't even know yet. You get a roll for perception.
Okay.
I
Yes,
check
thank
my
you.
It is
first-
now in your possession, Ricca. Again.
Wait, he's got the dagger now?
He sleight of handed it off
Oh,
of your back hip.
Okay.
Ugh, this is not good. He shouldn't. In our monologue, he should not know who has this. Ricca will
You're saying it out loud.
Yeah.
What's that?
will put it in his bag with that same sleight of hand, and he'll like, I will make sure, if you ever try to take it from Carsine, that you will not get it from her. She definitely has it still.
Roll performance.
Oh, he's gonna.
What's the difference between performance and deception for a lie?
different.
What is it?
My eyesight wasn't good enough. Trust me
Natural
anymore.
20?
Yeah, crit.
You believe him.
Wow.
Darling
Thank you.
team.
She definitely has it.
Ay, ay, ay.
And he still wants. He's like, no.
The thing is, did he actually even know? Yeah.
So, we get out of the circle, right?
Okay.
Or out of the Lehman's tiny hut. We're going to do our first giveaway. And for tonight, to win the dice or a $5 gift card to DM's Guild, enter in exclamation point devil. DEVIL. Exclamation point devil for your
Deville?
chance. Deville? Cruella? Yeah. Deviled eggs? Yeah. Just
Devil's food cake.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
The devil's lettuce.
Yep.
The
That's-
devil's lettuce.
That's what's in Mike's.
His stogies.
Well, I was thinking Mike's actual
Inhaler.
Widescreen.
Devil inhaler.
It's recreational.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
medicinal.
So you hear Dag talking to Shrug like, we should probably keep going. There was some things kind of going bump in the night last night, and we went invisible, but you couldn't, and I'd hate for you to get eaten.
Wait, is that Dag?
Yeah.
His voice got deeper.
Sorry.
He grew.
Did he?
No.
Leveled up.
For him.
Well, are you all ready? Shall we?
Guys,
What's wrong?
He peed the bed again.
why are we talking about Sentry? I miss him so much. He was
That's
my
true.
best friend.
No one's able to watch you while you sleep anymore.
Get over it. You're fine.
Ricca will go up to him and hug his knee.
You hug his knee.
It's okay. I'll be your best
It
friend.
was a big hand. Big hand. They came out of the... Big hand. They
No, I
came
can-
out of the...
Do you think he'll come back to us in the new
You just took him.
like the latest release
Factor
with a better camera?
We all saw that, and then we were thrown into battle, and there really hasn't been time to
That's true.
process. There was also 2 large fucking stalactites that pinned me to the ground.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, like that hand. I wonder if they're connected.
I don't know, but I miss him, and I don't know, he always had my back, and he understood me, mostly because I was his only source of anything for 3 months.
Sheer toxic codependence. Sheer necessity.
But we were both starting a new adventure, basically, together, and
That's what slaves feel like.
it was...
Buddy.
We're going on an adventure.
In chains.
Someone roll for the dice giveaway then.
No one's. Oh, they have.
Ricca kind of,
no.
while he's holding him, he'll step back. Listen. We'll always have these. And he'll kind of
lift up his foot
What? Where are you going with this?
and show him the socks.
He wanted me to have it.
You
Got his socks.
I did. Would it make you feel better to have them? Probably be better for a barbarian to have an extra hit dice, yeah? You know what I mean?
I don't know what that means, but they kind of look like ear mittens.
Ricca.
Yes! That's how you wear them.
Just sucks. They're like little basset hound ears.
They keep them so
The
warm.
year without a Santa Claus, when they try to hide the reindeer and they put socks over. Yes! It works for you that way. You have sock ears.
You can add to your character sheet the socks of the well-rested.
I don't know how to do
Congrats,
that.
Chav Hunter, on winning the dice.
Pretty good,
Nice.
Chav.
Does he need to do anything? Or do they need to do anything?
He's gonna get the gift
The
card.
gift card
Yep.
because he's unfortunately, I believe, overseas. Well, not unfortunate for him. He lives somewhere.
That's a
So that's
thing.
good. That's a good thing.
Fortunately for him.
But we will give him the $5 gift card.
Yep.
Otherwise, shipping is
This guy or
crazy,
I
unfortunately.
just need to have it. Yeah.
Okay. Ear socks. Here we go. This is awesome. I love that.
Can I have the card so I know what to type in?
Yeah.
It looks like Dag and Shrug start meandering their way further into the tunnels. And they're like waving you guys on. 'Cause
You guys know where to go the whole way?
Oh yeah, we saw the door before. Just didn't know what it did.
Okay.
Now it looks like, this inserts or something.
Sounds
Certainly looks like it.
Shrug just shrugs. They keep going.
Alright. I'm going.
Alright, you guys are walking along. Nothing of note really happens. It still is the iconography around you is still very erratic and Lolthian at this point in time. And we come up on a door. It's very clearly a special door, and you hear Dag say, this is where the priests of Lolth would sleep. In here. But it's magically locked. Via key.
So, how do you know?
I mean, we've been here for a very long time. I can turn invisible. Kind of scope things out.
So you've been in there with...
Oh, no, I've never been in there.
Has it
How
ever
do
been
you-
open?
It's been open.
By who?
The priests.
Are they here?
Oh, they should be dead. Been 800 years.
I thought you
Should
said
be
you
dead.
were everywhere but the evil room with the lair and the
We
throne.
weren't in the matron's lair, no.
So the keys should be with the priests or the priestesses. How does that work for Lowell?
Priestess, you're right.
Ricca.
Yeah.
Didn't they say they were in every room but the throne room? Or am I misremembering that?
We just said, yes, you were right.
We're not in the throne room anymore. That was back there.
That's the point. So they should know what's in the room.
Well, I
But-
told you it's in the room. It's where the priestess would sleep. That's where they'd go to retire, and the door would lock, and then we're out here.
So it's been locked this entire time.
I'd gather because it looks like that half of the key wasn't around.
Okay.
So there's
So you see a door. It's into the wall, carved into it magically. And there on this wall or on this door are 4 halves of a spider body. The left half. The right half is empty. Looks like something could be inserted into it.
Do you guys know which one is the right one?
No. It changed all the time.
Of course it did.
But the right half of like this spider shape is empty, like a spider-shaped object, like half a scarab key kind of deal thing.
Yeah. Like kind of like the one you guys are holding.
Do you remember
I was
any
getting-
pattern?
I was connecting the dots slowly.
It's all coming together.
Fired.
Ricca will look at the door and see if there's any clues as to how to match these up.
What gems do they have on them?
So they all have purple gems on the left half, just like on the right half. They are encircled. It's like a magical engraving, and around each one is this very old form of Elvish.
Elvish.
I speak Elvish.
You want to take a look?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some Elvish
I
over
speak
here.
Elvish too.
You want to take a look?
Yeah.
I want to take a look.
Okay.
We're all
And you don't
looking.
speak Elvish.
I do.
Oh, do you?
Don't presume like you know me.
Roll
Take a look.
some sort of intelligence-based.
Your
best- your
best
insight.
Your best intelligence-based.
History.
Ricca will give
Check.
guidance to Paz.
22.
22.
All of this writing doesn't make
22.
any sense.
22.
Wow.
You both realize that this is Elvish for sure, but you can't read it. It looks older than Elvish, like the base that Elvish was.
Like someone who knows English is trying to look at Latin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you make anything out of this?
No. It looks Elvish, but not the dialect that I know.
One of you two both roll history.
I will exceptionally with Paz.
Okay.
Guidance.
Oh,
So it's a 4 and a what?
6 and 20.
It's a good thing you did it to him. I got an 8.
4. And I'm doing history, you said?
Yep.
18.
you remember, for some reason, in your studies with Mother Mary, a long time ago,
I love when the DM says for some reason.
that Sylvan was the precursor to some of the Elvish language. And you've never seen it before, but you'd gather if this place is that old, maybe this is written in that.
Somewhere back in the beatings of Mother Mary, me
Between
being bad,
beatings.
as I was trying to learn Elvish, she told us that before there was Elvish writings that I knew, there was Sylvan. It's a dialect that is not apples to apples, but just looks like it could be that. And this is a really old lair, so I would assume that that would be what this could be. But I don't know. It's just a guess.
Does anybody speak Sylvan here?
I didn't want to interrupt. Move.
That's perfect.
Okay.
What do I do?
So you see almost magically appearing in front of you this script. And now that you've been standing here, the 4, like in a diamond, like north, south, east, west, they rotate on the door, changing. And the script changes. And it says, the key will be made complete in Sylvan when you know Lolth's true name. And as the 4 left halves of the spiders rotate, you now see a name appear, the one at the north. And I have to look up what I wrote. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go.
I'm narrating all of this to you as it's being described.
The one
Sweet.
up north in Sylvan is a name Elistre.
I know
The
that.
one to the east is Vandria.
She was cool girl.
South is... Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce this.
That's not it.
Araushni.
Arouse me.
Araushni. And west is Veyron.
Veron.
Do these names mean anything to me?
She said all those out loud.
I did. I
Yeah.
was narrating it.
Okay.
Or you. I don't know if I would ask. Is this a shared check that we can do, or?
I would say yes, because not only are we dipping into some religion-y type stuff, it's also history type stuff.
Yeah.
So give me, Ricca, your best wisdom check, and Darlin, your best intelligence.
It's just a flat intelligence check.
No, just whatever your best intelligence check is.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh, not rolling too hot tonight.
Could use a portent.
25 for insight.
18.
It's not too bad.
So a 43 total. Okay. So as she reads the names, immediately you know that Vandria
Oh, I have advantages.
was a daughter of Lolth, not Lolth herself. And Vandria, I believe, was east.
Yeah.
So you know that's a daughter that Lolth did not think very highly of whatsoever. So
Was she
you,
good or bad?
Huh?
Do I know if she was good or bad?
Vandria basically disowned all of Lolth's practices. So
So
probably good.
A good drow.
Yeah.
That can
Back
happen.
when you were a murderer.
So I believe we had
I want to be done.
Illustrate,
Illustrate
Araushni,
North.
and Varen. Yep.
You think back over history to there was a time when the drow were separated, if that makes sense. There was a time where they had a dichotomy in their thinking, that some followed Lolth, some wanted to replace Lolth. And the ones that wanted to replace Lolth, you swear, were led by her son, who Lolth very much thought very highly of him and hated him at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically he was everything she was and was trying to supplant.
Which makes sense. Because
Yes.
she would do the same thing.
And you swear, you don't remember the name, but you swear it started with a V.
Varen and Vandria. Makes sense.
Would anyone else like to help on the last two? Elistri and Arushni. Anything that the rest of the group would like to try?
Mincemeat.
Has Ricca had any sort of religious interaction or just knowing demonic names, anything that he would be able to, now knowing that we kind of knocked out Vandria and Varen, anything around the name Elistray or Araushni that he can specifically recall or...
Mm-hmm. Darian, if you guys would share the
Yeah, of
deduction,
course.
Darian would be thinking about enemies of Lolth. People who she was at odds with in some way to try to knock out another name.
Okay. Give me a history check.
Guidance.
I imagine you guys are like all powwowing together now.
16.
16.
Wait, was that an intelligence?
Yeah.
I was googling that. Exceptional. What is
Enemies of Lolth?
Enemies of Lolth.
There's a lot of enemies of Lolth.
Yeah, significant ones though. Significant ones, i.e., possibly related to her.
Mm. You keep coming back with Veroon,
Veroon.
her son.
Fair way.
Yes,
Which was already knocked out.
correct.
Okay. Well,
As a related enemy, yeah.
So,
But confirmatory.
yeah.
as somebody who does speak and read Sylvan, is it can it be approached the way that we like approach English and Latin, where there are root words and parts that make up, even in different languages, meaning or have meaning?
So as on that point, are any of the remaining names, Elistray or Arushni, do they have any abyssal roots? Because Ricca would know that Lolth is demonic, and so a true name of Lolth would likely have some sort of abyssal connection.
Language.
Roll an advantaged, I guess, some sort of religion check here.
Guidance.
Do you want me to roll the religion check?
It's intelligence. I mean, I can roll.
I know, I just wanted you to say
I'm-
it. Sure, priest, move aside. Pray. Advantage religion. Gonna roll a D. Boop.
And guidance.
Alright. That wasn't really that good. Let's see. How religious am I today?
Does it change from day to day?
Perhaps. Alright, so that is a 15, 19, 22.
Zintelius, Darlin wants to take over cleric duties. Interesting.
Shut up! No!
22.
No! You, I will kick you out.
So you start breaking down the root of both words,
I fell right into that trap.
looking for the abyssal within it, basically, right? And when you start breaking it down, Elestri reminds you of, like, basically the root means naked dancer.
Yeah.
And Arushne has the abyssal undertones that you're looking for.
Alright, I'll share that with him.
Okay.
Well, not that I know too much about gods and goddesses. Do you know? Oh, well, for the roots of these words, in case you weren't aware, and then I'll explain the whole thing to him. So I think we have a pretty clear choice.
Yeah. Arushne. Interesting. That's her true name. It says true name up there.
You know, just be careful. I saw someone like 400 years ago choose wrong, and they got infected and like turned into a weird spider person.
How do you choose? You have to insert, I assume, the
You
key,
have
and
to
that's the
insert
act?
and hold it, yeah. Should be really careful.
I'm so tempted to cast
Did
Crown
you
of
see
Madness
anybody
on
go?
him,
Did you see anybody go in?
But I won't waste this spell.
Couple times, yeah. But we never
So-
went in.
So, would the keyhole be more worn or less worn?
Ooh,
You
good
saw as
idea.
I did that it always changes.
Do
I
you
know, but
have
you're gonna
mage
have
hand?
to make a
Do you
decision.
have
Like,
mage hand?
are the keyholes worn?
They're all one. Look at them.
I think I have.
They're all worn.
I did, yeah.
Because it looks like
you
when it
never let that work.
rotates,
The names
It changes.
it changes the task to get inside.
Is that how that's
Oh.
And
Well-
it looks like it's starting to glow again.
Better hurry up.
Like it might change.
No, we could do it. If we're not sure about the name, we could just wait.
Please don't do that. I don't have anything else chosen. Make a decision.
Can we do it with a mage hand?
We should make
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Shrug put the key in.
No,
I think
shrug.
Yeah.
What has he ever done other than get kicked in the face?
Exactly.
doesn't
What's he
have much
worth
to
to you?
lose.
but he's my
What's
best
he
friend.
worth to you?
He's my best friend.
You get home if he puts the key in, you know?
And if he chooses wrong, he
You've
also
got
goes
definitely
home.
evil
Quickly.
overtones. You know that?
Listen, it's you win either way.
All right, let me talk to Shrug. They fly over to a corner. He puts his hands on his shoulders, and you hear like.
Ricca listens.
Yeah.
Can I
'Cause they're
listen
speaking
too?
in Abyssal,
Is he
right?
Are they
I
speaking
was really
in
going with
Draconic?
they're kind of like talking to each other
Oh.
in a distance. Sure, you know. We could go home. And shrugs. I know you like it here, but home's better. Shrugs.
This is so touching.
Will you do it? Shrugs. I'm not getting a strong yes or no from you. And Shrug, for the first time, his eyes work in unison, darts at him, and nods. And then his eyes go back to being cross-eyed.
And he shrugs.
He's been faking the
And he
whole
shrugs.
time.
Okay. They fly back over. He's holding Shrug.
He'll do it.
Are you convinced?
He'll do it, yeah.
Yes! I knew you were a good little guy! Pat,
Easy.
All right,
Pat-
which
Pat-
one should he go to?
Paz interrupts and says, "Why aren't we mage handing this? Like,
I can't do that.
I know
I can.
somebody who can.
Who can?
She
I
can.
yeah, but this
I
is
can too.
funnier.
I don't want to fight anything right now.
No, because... Well,
If he turns into a Spider-Man person,
So what if I turn into a
de-
spider
demon-
person?
demonic, you're mage handing. It's just
Well,
gonna.
Yeah, but you don't know if it'll transfer over.
That's
Let's
true.
just let-
We're not sure that
Who
it's
has-
not.
Let
Does
the
Ricca
little
still have the
dragon do
key?
it.
Do you still have the key?
The half of the key?
I think you do.
Or did he give it to someone?
I don't
remember.
remember.
you have
actually
it.
who
No, Ricca
had
has
it.
it. Okay.
Ricca always has the religious objects. I
Ricca
don't know
will
why,
look
though.
at
I had to know the words.
Darian and kind of toss it into the air. And
Paz grabs it.
What was that?
I presume that Darian was going to catch it with Mage Hand.
The
and-
key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I miss.
So Darian casts Mage Hand, but he says,
Making the devil do it.
well, Darlin's thoughts are worth considering. Mage Hand is linked.
You're my favorite.
We all consider your thoughts all the time.
Keep going.
Mage Hand is linked to the caster. We could still
Can I have the keys?
to the kingdom.
Just make the devil.
know,
All
I'm
of you
not gonna
guys
lie.
were
Condemning
why
the devil
stressed?
20 minutes ago,
That's
and
what
now
I'm
you don't want to
saying.
sacrifice him.
It's
So make a
Shrug.
decision. They're either good
Do
or
you guys
bad.
want
That's
to?
what
Do you guys want to
said.
fight
I
the
didn't.
spider devil?
I would
We
rather
did
fight a
already.
spider devil than lose one of you guys.
It would just poof and go home. If
That's
it
not-
died.
That's
It
not
didn't.
No, we have
true,
to kill it.
IL. But
Pez.
That's not what happens when you do
Yes.
the wrong key. You don't die. You
He's a
turn into a
moron.
dragon.
I'd
He
rather
doesn't
kill
know.
it
Like,
than
it's
kill
not
you.
fair.
Just
You're picking on.
cross-eyed,
Fair enough.
kind of
You're
like
picking.
Gomer
You're
Pyle.
picking on Shrug.
just give it to
I'm
Shrug.
not picking on Shrug. I'm
Give it to
utilizing his
Shrug.
strengths and weaknesses.
Just give it to Shrug and let
All
him
right.
do it.
Lay it out
He
for me.
wants to do it.
I'm
Lay
Look
it-
at him.
I look directly at Ricca and say, Ricca,
Lay
Good
it out
choice.
for me. Which name and
Arsene.
why?
Arsene is the true name of love.
And you should because why?
because it's
Because-
written right there. No.
Because
And if we're not
I
sure,
feel it in
we'll
my
find out.
heart.
I don't want your heart.
trust
I
that.
want your logic right now. Which,
Well, in her brain too.
right. All right, I'll talk to you.
All right, so if you go back to the historical context of the root words in Sylvan, there's also a little bit of sprinkling of Abyssal in it because Loth is associated. And I just word vomit the entire.
Why is Loth associated with Bissell?
She's a demon.
So that's not just devils.
Infernal, abyssal, technically two different
Infernal.
languages. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
why
we
I don't know
hate
those
demons.
languages.
They're terrible people.
They actually, that's the one
Well, I think we can all agree on that.
helpful quality of devils is that they will fight demons. Yeah, you know what I mean?
To the death. If we were stronger.
Well, you are stronger, but you are not more numerous. Yeah. And that's what's going on in the Venice and the first layer of hell. It's constant blood. It's
Bickering.
called the blood war.
It's
Yeah,
starting to
Which-
glow even more, guys. I think we should.
All right,
Shut
Darian
please.
with his mage hand. real quick.
Arsene.
You mage hand it?
Mhm.
You okay?
No! He's right there!
It hovers towards it. and you start to kind of articulate it so that the forearms fit into the hole of a Rushne in the south. Doesn't seem like it's fitting in with just the mage hand. It might need a physical push.
Shrug. This is your wait. Shrug.
No, Darian's fully in. He'll do it.
Ooh. Okay. Darian holds it there with mage hand and just walks up. Left hand touches it and pushes. And the whole door starts to glow.
Like good glow.
Like a purple.
Do I feel any tingling on
you
my
feel
under
some-
my arms,
You
like
feel some tingling.
growing
no.
appendages and things?
You feel some tingling of goose pimples.
Okay, that's all right.
And you see the glowing purple light coalesce on the southernmost spider. And it fuses the spider together. It is now no longer a half and a half. It is one. And the door starts to open upward.
He'll keep his hand on the
Yep.
as
And
far
you
as he can reach.
Yep, and it opens up, and the spider in one piece now falls out at the top,
He catches it.
catches it. And it is now one key, one pretty big pendant, kind of the size of a volleyball, if you can think of that.
So
Pretty big.
yeah.
I bet that'll fetch a pretty penny. Yeah, you mean?
Amethysts alone are not valueless, so
Any
Yeah.
big diamonds in there?
I don't see any. He
Like
inspects
That would have
it.
been funny.
Like
Andrew.
worth 300
Kyle
gold
walks
apiece?
in.
No, I didn't want to
Too late.
interrupt them.
He walks in!
Dang it!
And what you
interrupt guys
see,
next time.
nailed it. And what you see are a bunch of cots in here, well worn.
Really, really old.
Old cots that are like falling apart. But you do see another door with one pendant-sized hole in it.
There's another door. And there's no dead monks in here. Or priests or whatever.
What's on the door?
It looks like the relief of a spider.
Is it?
Yep.
There's no like sign that says like break room or anything.
Do you want to approach it and see what it
Sure.
says?
Can Ricca investigate the room? Is there
Yeah.
You
the rest?
can.
The rest of them
Can
are
I
going
magic awareness the room? Is
You
there any-
through?
can.
I like it. Kerosene.
Great idea. What does your magical awareness do?
I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of me that isn't behind total cover, and I can tell which school of magic it belongs to.
So it's a detect magic.
Essentially detect magic.
Yeah,
But for like 6
but
seconds.
not behind total
Correct. That's the one difference.
cover. Okay, the door's magical.
Cool.
What kind of magic?
Yeah, Jake.
What kind of magic?
Terrible at this. The kind that keeps you out, unless you have the right
Ab-
key to get in.
abjuration?
Abjuration.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's-
Nothing else?
You get the feeling that there might be more magic behind that door, but you can't quite tell because it's behind total cover.
Does she see any arcane traps?
Is it just cots in here?
Just cots and a mini fridge.
Yes.
What's in the mini
It's a
fridge?
dormitory.
There's like
Souls.
post-it notes that are like,
Souls.
"Don't take my Chinese,"
Yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Just a bunch of cots. It was literally what it looks like is an area for the priestess to rest. Nothing crazy in this room.
Ricca, check the ceiling.
I was just about to say.
Bunch of spiders. Little guys.
Like-
Nothing you have to worry about.
Oh.
We can kill them anyway.
Good.
I set the whole ceiling on fire.
You're all dead. Mark down all those kills.
Woo! Experience level up.
1 total of experience points
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Take it. We're wiser now.
And as you approach the door, you see again in that Sylvan script, Room of Power.
Oh.
That's such fun.
What does it say?
2 may enter. 1 may leave.
Ooh.
That's not
No,
right.
that's fine. What are you talking about?
Hey, shrug and dag.
Yeah, exactly. Shrug and dag.
I don't know about that.
So this door says, "Room of Power. 2 may enter. 1 may leave." So I think
We send
Shrug and Dag
one of us with one of them.
should go with one of them.
I think one of us should go with one of them.
I don't like that's too many risks.
So you want to send both?
No,
Yeah.
what if one of them comes out crazy powerful then?
What
It's
if
the-
It's the room of
That's
power. I don't know what that means, but
Again, back to language school. When we say power in this language, is there any sort of like
Dunamis.
Connotation.
connotation of the power, like absolute authority, tyrant, or
I will
just might?
boldly go into this
Or
room with just
12
one of
volt.
the dragons.
Feels
Okay,
pretty
Star
powerful.
Wars.
Feels pretty powerful. Like it's
I'll go in.
like there's
I volunteer.
maybe this
Volunteers
is where
tribute.
Volunteer.
the priestesses would go for a recharging of some of their abilities. Maybe this is where they would go to worship.
I
Can
have
they
a
bring
thought. Hold on.
sacrifice or something?
Hold on.
Maybe that's how that would work.
This is a religious thingamabob in a room of religious crazy people. If there's anything I've absorbed from Ricca's mutterings, it's that power needs to be tempered by wisdom. So I think you should go in there, at least, and maybe one of the devils.
If there's one person I don't want to come out of that room bad, it's Ricca.
And he's
I'm
the
not
only
gonna
person
lie.
of us who wouldn't come out bad. I mean, I would take power for like a hot 2-for-1 deal at Boscov's.
That's me too.
That's why I don't want either of you going in either.
I don't want
You
to.
just said Ricca.
He's the one I don't want corrupted the most. I wouldn't care about killing either of you.
Oh, I understand.
Well, why don't we send you in there? I'll kill you right now where you stand.
Boy, you are talking awful big for somebody whose sphincter was widened considerably.
Listen. You said 2 may enter. Yeah.
One may leave. It's not absolutes, but
Wait, do you think it has to be May? Sorry.
No,
Stupid.
it's permissive.
it's
not,
gonna be
it's
May.
Not,
It's just
it says that means that one could enter 2. Right? What was these exact
2
words?
may enter, 1 may leave. Room of power.
Yeah, so it's not like it doesn't say one will.
That's true. It could also mean we all could enter and we all could leave. It's just May.
Yeah,
Both
it's,
May.
It's
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's all do it. Come on.
I don't know about that.
Well,
It's just May.
Have we even opened the door yet? Do we
No.
know what is inside?
No, we
No,
don't.
just there it is. You're just arguing, sitting.
I have-
You're all
I-
sitting on cots.
I have
mean,
a volleyball player.
If we open it up and it's like an altar,
Mm-hmm.
that would probably imply that maybe
But then we can all leave. It's just a May.
if we open it up and it's like a glowing orb of power, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do?
Probably.
leans in real close.
Probably use my detect magic.
Put your monocle on.
Oh, wait a minute! I have my monocle!
Divine inspiration.
I wasn't wearing it tonight. That's why. Where is it? There it is.
Every time I've ever said, dude, use your monocle, he goes, I don't want to waste it.
Wait, guys, I forgot.
Can you
Because the socks were feeling really good in my ears, and I forgot that I had this.
Socks
And-
of power!
I don't get socks, by the way. Why do you all wear those? Anyway,
We don't have fur.
I X-ray it.
I do. Okay.
And I look in. What do I
That's
see?
the sound.
You press the button, the green button. Yep. Okay.
The Batling gave this to me. It's
So
really cool.
as you scan, you see, kind of, you're scanning left to right, and when you see on the left, it's just rock, more rock. This is hewn in. You get to the door, and you see like a black hole.
Does he
You
sniff?
scan right to it, more rock. It looks like whatever's behind this door, you magically can't see through.
Oh.
What do you see?
A black hole.
Did you sniff it?
You say my own joke louder. It's like middle school all over again.
Oh, did you just say that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Nobody laughed, so I got sad.
I said it too quiet when no one heard it.
I don't want to throw off the mojo.
Yeah, it looks like I can't see it. It's not just stone though, like everything else.
That is correct. It is not stone.
While it's activated, does he notice anything different about the room we're in? Any concealed or hidden rooms?
No.
Like-
It looks like this was a restroom.
Okay. That's fine.
Nothing crazy
I
here.
look
Is
in
there
the
a
mini
toilet?
fridge. What do I
No.
see?
In the restroom?
Nope.
Just thinking the same
What's
Is there like a
inside
sign
the
that's
mini
There
like-
is no mini fridge.
What?
There is no mini fridge.
Oh.
Is
I
there
pre-
like a live, laugh, love? hung
Yeah,
up
there
anywhere?
definitely is. And
Hang
there's-
in there.
And like spider embroidery.
Hang in there, yeah.
And it's somebody like being hanged.
Team
It's like
values.
motivational love.
Team Wolf.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Kill,
really
murder,
good.
defile.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
I can see through magical darkness. Maybe I should go in. And you can kill me if you want. Lyle.
Well, I don't want to kill you.
You
I'm
just said you would care less.
No. If the people who turned evil,
No, that's right.
Okay.
right. He would be really, really evil because he's really, really good.
But he never would.
How do you
turn
know that
evil.
that's how it works?
Because he'd be turned.
I'm a lioness. I know
I'd
what
be
I'm
like
talking about.
Darkseid Yoda.
Have
kidding
you
me?
ever read the tale of the Red Skull and Captain America and the Super Soldier Serum?
What is happening here?
We just broke like the 12th wall there.
My mom used to tell it me. Anyway,
Broke into the real world
It-
and back out of it into a
it's
fiction.
gonna amplify 10 times what you are.
That's right.
He's a
Amplify.
good
If
guy.
he's good, it just amplifies the good. That's how something's
Not
work.
if it's an evil super serum.
Well,
Darian's gonna just bring his volleyball of spider and open the door.
You put it
I'm tired
in,
of this.
and the door goes, thank God. And you see...
you are not that guy.
you hear
You're
that?
not
Did
that
you?
guy.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Hey, praise Jesus. That's what I heard.
Someone's affected from low.
And you hear... Wait, I have to find it. Oh, what? Come on.
What
There
do
it
you see? What do you half elf eyes see?
I'm not a half elf.
Show you.
That's
So
me.
you
I don't see much.
There's a hallway full of magical darkness,
Mhm.
and the hallway descends.
It's a descending hallway.
That's what you see right
we-
now.
We
But you
we all
hear-
might. Go ahead.
You hear like this, almost this Gregorian type chant
Mm.
coming out as the door opens.
I don't like it at all.
The throne is yours. I have grown weary of this empty power. Take it if you wish.
In Gregorian chant.
Yeah, it's like echoing. I promise to serve and guide you as your seneschal until you grow comfortable with the position.
Seneschal.
Seneschal.
Seneschal, sorry. Who among you shall rule?
Well,
That's a clear no.
so that's in
a
common.
clear
That's
no.
just clear.
Why would we go in there? Is this where the is guy went? Is this where he didn't have the key?
What guy?
The guy that we've been following to try to stop the
No,
bad guy that went in the cliff. Yeah, you mean down the hole?
Pretty sure this is just so we can get the two imps back to Beto.
So we're descending into another level of hell.
This does
We all
not.
hear that
This does
voice?
not feel right.
Well, I can see fine.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel right.
What do you feel?
I feel icky
And that's from your heart?
It's a little hot in here. It's sweaty.
from my heart.
Your heart. What do you hear from your liver?
Stop drinking so much.
Stopped a long time ago. Yeah, you mean?
Along with other things.
Ricca looks over at Shrug and Dag to see what they're doing.
I'd like to go in there.
You can see too, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
What is that voice? Do you know it?
I may have heard something like that before.
Is that the voice of your master?
Oh, no.
Insight.
Yeah.
Roll.
Can I give you advantage? Because I'm doing the same. I can do it myself.
Go for it.
Did not have time to guidance because this is kind of like an ongoing thing, but I still rolled well. 25.
25.
17 on the die.
And I got a 20. Not natural.
Okay. No, it does not sound like his master. His master doesn't sing Gregorian chants.
Okay.
But the
They
words...
told us their master was Tiamat, right?
Yeah.
Well, but we got it out of them that was high level and
Right.
High level.
So there's some sort of intermediate, intermediary trio master. Do you report to that voice?
No. You can roll.
Inside check. No.
Do they have to roll deception against you?
19.
I have been.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
19?
Yeah.
I win.
19 on the die or 19?
19 total.
I win. No.
I incite it.
And Shrug just shrugs.
I don't like this.
I don't know.
Darren, you want to go in there?
Well, I don't have any fear about what might be down there. I know you guys can't see through it.
I feel like you should.
You hear the same quote again. The throne is yours. I have grown weary of this position. Blah, 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 blah. Like it's a recording on repeat.
It's not like we have to sit on the throne.
It's an offer of power,
I think you should go.
and I
I
don't
think you're
like
the
it.
wisest one out of all of us.
Yeah, but I can't see anything, and I'm used to seeing in the dark.
Well, let's.
Don't you trust Selune to take you through the dark?
Hmm.
Shouldn't I have a little thing right
Cleric?
now? I
Crit.
do.
The cleric.
I do trust her. Implicitly. I trust the real her. But
Do you trust me?
yeah, I think
I mean, yeah.
I think I do.
Well, we can all hold hands. I'll lead you.
It says two
You
may
go
enter.
first.
I'll go. Well, if you trust me to go first, I'll go first.
But it says two may.
I'm not going in there.
Good.
All right.
Nobody wanted you to.
Paz, what do you feel like?
I told you. I know evil, and this is it.
Well, we could let the imps go and just close the door behind them.
Like throwing in a smoke grenade.
You can't close this
Can
door.
we close the door? As
No.
it's receded into the wall.
It receded up this time, and
Okay.
you don't have access to the...
There goes our valuable key.
Did we not take the key? Dang it.
My final thought is I think you should go. Because I think everybody else in here is way too tempted by power. And I'm too pure.
Well, what about this?
That's just wrong.
I don't think Ricca can go by himself anyway, but I have in my possession magical handcuffs that if I put them on, I won't be able to use any spells. And I'll be basically weak enough that you can overpower me if I become too tempted by whatever's down there.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
That's a stupid
You hear
idea.
the recording go
What
again.
you said.
Well, let's try this first.
Hmm.
There's a threshold here.
Of pitch blackness.
He holds out his hand to Darian.
Mm-hmm.
And Darian holds out his hand to Paz.
Hold on, guys. Two may enter.
May.
I want to see if it'll let you in. As
Good idea.
as the two of us cross the threshold.
Wait, why aren't we holding one of these nitwits?
Well, they don't have to become.
They can stay in.
I
And
think
you
if
guys
two
can
people
come
go
out.
down here, only one of them is going back.
That's not necessarily what it means.
I mean,
I
Mother Mary taught me
understand it's
simple
up to
math. If
interpretation.
May equals equal,
One is
then
coming back.
one's coming
so you're
back
suggesting just the imps?
but
I'm
May,
saying one
imp.
of you go down with an imp.
with an imp.
That's where I was like 15 minutes ago.
You need to go down with an imp.
Take
I
shrug.
do
He's
that.
defenseless.
I think Carson's right. She has passion, and I like that.
Passion.
There's
Let
a
me
fire-
take an imp down
There's
there.
a fire in her
We'll settle this
and
quickly.
about her.
I think that she'll probably just go down and kill the imp and then come back. That's probably what'll happen.
No one comes up with more power. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Ricca will kneel down. Hey, Selune, the real one. Can you help me see in the dark? The real deep dark.
Exceptional. With... Pray! Balance!
Smacks him. Don't try. Ow.
Roll a religion check.
With advantage because of the smack.
Sure.
That's exceptional wit. I'll take it. Where did I put the D4? I don't know where it went. Oh, it's over here.
Exceptional, what is this? A D6?
I'm guidancing
Oh, okay.
myself as
Yes.
well.
Wait, are you on with advantage? Are you letting him?
Did you say advantage? Oh, didn't hear that. Much better.
I could have
30.
been a Sunday school teacher.
26.
What's it like to be a good cleric?
Darian says, "Did you just waste that much religion on this darkness when you could actually figure out which Selune is the right one?"
I'm not the smartest man. More about pragmatism, more practical wisdom, yeah, than pure knowledge.
Fair enough.
And it seems as if your prayer is answered because the green gem on your brooch flickers and illuminates. And it looks like it can kind of cut through the magical darkness. It doesn't go far, maybe 5 feet in front of you.
Ricca walks up to it.
Can anyone else see that right there? That thing that's going on right now? Do you see that?
See what? Oh,
Can we see,
the
see
the
also?
5 foot.
No, just you.
Well, apparently I have a very limited devil sight, yeah. I don't want to call it that. Selune sight, yeah. That's what I have, yeah.
Special Selune.
Special Selune.
Special sight.
The real Selune, right? It's the real Selune, right? I hope, right? You know what I mean?
Well, what do you feel? Should we go?
Should we go, or do you want to go with one of them? I just kind of wanted to see you, but I couldn't. I only got 5 feet.
So, you still feel like we shouldn't go together?
I think Carson's passion is convincing.
I don't trust your judgment when it
Neither
comes
do
to
I.
kerosene.
Why not?
Because
2 very compelling reasons.
Way more than 2.
that was amazing. Well, either we just send the imps by themselves or we go together. That's how I feel.
I think you both should go.
Well, I mean all of us together.
If we can. If not,
Let's
we
try.
will. But
Let's
okay,
all
you go
dance.
first.
How about two imps going first,
Okay.
and then you see if you can follow them,
All right.
so that we can even see if more than 2 can go in.
All right.
What
Yeah,
if we
but do you want to give an imp a chance to have a throne of power?
Yeah. What if we do an imp and a person?
Yeah, at least that way it's better.
So
imp,
it's
person,
one
person,
imp,
person.
one person, so we have a chance of controlling what happens.
That's what I was
Well,
saying.
wait. Just so you're aware, I know you can't see in there, but it's a staircase. I don't think anything's happened on the first step.
That's
But
what they
if we
want you to
can't
think.
get in with the 2 imps in there and it just closes, like no one.
All
So
right.
if the,
That's what I'm
if the
saying.
third person
I'll-
can't get in,
I'll hold both
the
imps.
second person can still get out, and the imp can stay.
I'll
That's
hold
what
both
she said.
imps in either hand. One imp will follow. I'll follow that imp, and then the other imp, if the other imp can get in, or it can't, I'll leave.
Or you're gonna waste or
Alright, let's do
Or-
this.
Is there any kind of blessing you can give
one
them?
pass to get out.
Guidance.
Think of this. Think of the coin when we went
Whoa.
downstairs.
We got a 5,000 cheer.
Wow.
What's this for?
What is
Walk
Ranger?
through the effing doors.
Yeah,
It's
like-
for.
That's probably right.
I'll give one
right,
Thank you
bit
very much, Ranger.
to
Darren,
whoever
you're
goes to
You're
the
doing
door.
the conga line? Imp,
Conga line,
you
yeah.
imp?
Yep.
Okay. You all see the first imp disappear into the darkness.
Which imp is it?
Shrug.
Shrug.
We sent him first as the
Okay.
weakling.
Shrug.
Shrug goes first,
Shrug is the.
and
definitely
your arm
Shrug.
gets led in. And for everyone else, you can see. But everyone else, his arm is cut off.
Oh no.
It's a magic trick.
Ricca can see,
Yeah,
at least for
that's right.
5
yeah,
feet.
5
You can
feet.
see his arm extend in with the hand of Shrug.
Dag.
Dag.
Dag. I thought we just said
No,
Shrug.
it's Shrug.
Shrug's
Shrug's
first.
going
Shrug's
in
first.
first.
I'm saying
Dag
you
second.
can see
Yep.
Oh.
Shrug's hand still holding on. He didn't
Oh.
break away.
Gotcha. You went like this. I thought
Yeah.
that was me, but
And you take a deep breath and you step in and you see Darian disappear. And now you see Dag wave at you guys. Hold on. Kind of closes his eyes. and steps in.
It goes through.
So that's 3 in
And
there.
you hear a disembodied voice. Well, we all made it. You guys want to come?
Then you hear, ow!
What was that?
Mhm.
Do we recognize the voice?
Yeah, it was you.
It was me. Okay.
What is happening?
You say ow?
I said
He says ow?
Mhm.
Does Ricca see why he says ow?
Do I take damage?
You don't.
Oh, crap.
You don't take damage either.
He's
Okay.
more than 5 feet away.
He is.
Well, Ricca wants to insight the owl.
Okay.
Matthew thinks he knows what's happening, but
A disadvantaged insight because you can't see.
I know, but I wanted to. Here's what Ricca knows.
Uh-huh.
Ricca just, Darren just went into darkness
Uh-huh.
with 2 devils flanking him,
Uh-huh.
and he just said ow.
Uh-huh.
Did he stop talking after that?
No, he just says,
Disadvantaged. Oh. 19 and 2. 2 plus. What am I rolling? Insight?
Charlie, that hurts.
10.
Charlie bit my finger. 10?
10.
Do you go rush in there?
Do
What does
it.
my insight tell me? Do I think the devils are?
What do you think happened?
Matthew thinks that.
No, not Matthew. What
What-
does Ricca think happened?
Character.
I don't trust devils. He
So
said, "Ow!"
would that prompt you to go in, hearing your friend say ow, flanked by 2 devils?
Ricca
You're
would
leading the
step in.
witness.
You step in.
Ricca would step through the threshold and reach back for hands.
Okay.
Hand,
I
hand!
grab his hand.
Someone grab me! I won't say it.
That's your final words.
Okay.
I was ready.
Okay.
So I have Kerosine's hand
Yep.
or
I think I
Darlin's
said I
hand.
grabbed it immediately.
Darlin's hand?
Kerosene, you grabbing Darlin's hand?
I'll grab
friend!
Darlin's butt.
Darlin's blood? All
I
right.
say ow. I'm playful. You can inside that.
Ow. Paz, you go in?
Another 2. They're all about us.
Paz will be the last one to go in.
IL, you go next. Following.
No, he said he'd
with-
stay out. he'd
I
stay
yelled out.
IL's
He's
out.
not coming in.
Okay.
Ayel, we need you.
I'm not going in a devil door.
Ayel, we
That
need
goes
you.
against everything I stand for.
We're all going through. We need your help.
No one valued my opinion.
I'm looking at disgust for it feeling exactly like he does, like completely like disgusted
Sometimes
with
we get
Ricca and,
overruled. It's a team. Let's go.
and I grab him and we walk in together. We go in.
Forcing in.
So did you wrestle him in?
We weren't touching.
Wait, scratching get him.
It's a
One man
verbal-
enter separately. We're coming back out. Screw
Perfect.
all y'all.
So, you all get into the hallway, and you're shaking your hand,
It only took 20
Okay.
your
minutes.
left hand. You're shaking your left hand.
And Ricca sees this.
Yes. Now Ricca sees that you him.
What
shaking-
happened? What's going on? Where are we? All right, where do we go down the stairs?
that his
Is we in the
ring
middle of
hand?
the stairs?
No.
Okay.
Opposite hand.
Opposite, yeah.
Opposite hand.
Good thought though.
I obviously saw what happened.
You were turned back.
Oh, was I? Okay.
It was
'Cause
when
I
you
was,
were
I was calling for everybody else.
right, but
Gotcha.
you are no longer holding on the shrug.
Shrug is a Hulk.
Nope.
He's just
Is it?
huge.
Is your shrug? Is your hand pricked? Are you bleeding? Are you bleeding?
You are.
Was that Abyssal?
Yes.
What did you say?
You mother.
Whoa,
Guy.
whoa! I did nothing here.
Dag.
Dag?
Dag says that he's still here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Shrug.
So Shrug's
Oh,
gone.
what happened?
Move. What do you
I'm
see?
heavily
Let's go.
inciting this
Do I
man.
see anything ahead of us?
Run.
It's just a
Stairways
staircase.
down. Yep.
So Shrug is outside of 120 feet.
Well, you can't see him because it goes down. It goes down and then it flattens.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. You're seeing.
So we run to the bottom of the staircase
You do that.
as fast as we can without people
Sprinting.
seeing.
Does the dark vision, the darkness, is it all permeating still?
Yeah, everywhere.
So we
You
can't see through it?
No, none of you can except for Darian, Dag, and 5 feet of Ricca.
Does
I
magical
can't see in
That's-
the darkness, and I can always see in darkness.
Grab onto someone's hand. Stop
I
holding your
don't-
axe like
Thought you
you're
were gonna
going to
say
swing
ass.
it at the darkness.
I'm gonna swing it at someone soon.
I'm already on
You
it.
and
Dude,
I have
do you
dollar,
want me to
no?
look for Shrug?
No.
Or can you turn off this darkness?
No, I can't do that.
What do we see down here?
Do
What
I
do you
believe
see?
him?
Staircase and
You
it
can
levels
roll.
out a few paces more.
What's in head? What's ahead?
Can now that he's
17.
is he
Why
down
is the
now?
map black? Why is it covered with blackness?
This is what you see.
Yeah.
And a black map that we've had all night. You get to the landing now, and you see for 30 feet. What'd you roll?
17.
No, he can't undo it. You believe him. You're on the landing. Looks like 30 feet, and then stairs back up.
All right, there's another staircase up. Anything else?
That's it. It's just a hewn hallway.
Chaos.
And he's already past that.
He's past that.
All right, so let's keep going.
Let's go.
Do you ascend?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Why? Because we're going.
You don't say.
So sure of himself. Well, let's go.
All right. You know, it's pretty interesting that you can see in this.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just didn't expect that from a human.
Was this a trap that you were aware of?
No, I don't know what's going on, but your eyes glow like mine.
That's right. They do.
All right.
Let's go.
I guess we keep going. You get to the top of the stairs.
I'm
so they go
keeping
down,
a close.
reaches landing, and then ascends again.
I'm keeping a close eye on Dag.
You can't see.
Well, I'm right next to him.
He has this little guy. Like, imagine.
You have no sight on Dag. You were the second last person in, and Dag was the second person in.
I know in this field of blackness, one of the specks of black is you.
You would have to slice through your own people to get to Dag. You're pissed. You're fuming, though. You are fuming.
Did you waste a rage?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
He's calmly pissed.
As you guys are ascending the stairs, you see light on the other side.
All of us.
all see light.
If
I
I
guess
were
you
to,
wouldn't.
if I were to
You
light
do.
a flame, would
You
it?
could try.
Okay,
No.
Okay, yeah.
It's magical
clever.
darkness.
I was just
Yeah.
produce flame,
It's
and I
killing
set
everything.
IL on fire.
He's now screaming in the darkness.
So you and Dag go, oh, there's light up ahead. You don't see that yet with your 5 feet. You're not there. But you guys enter out of the darkness into the light, followed by everyone else.
That took 30 minutes.
And when you enter
Yeah.
the room, there's this room.
It's a rock.
Ew.
Is it a surfboard?
Looks like
There's-
a raisin with a piece
There
of
is
metal.
this room.
Turn it so it's There we go.
There you go.
Ah.
Oh, makes more sense.
With what looks to be an elongated headstone.
Does Ricca know what this is?
Would Darlin know what this is?
Yeah, exactly.
Darling can't see it yet.
No, she can.
Oh, we're
We're
in
out-
there?
we're
All
out
of
of
us
the
can
light.
see?
Yeah, you're all out now.
Yep.
Where are my imps?
They're in the
That's what we've been asking.
down there. I'll get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where Shrug is.
Oh,
Shrug.
I put them right next to our figures.
I know.
Oh.
They're not there.
Did Ranger say what the cheer was for?
Nope. So the imps,
Ranger, give us advantages.
I know it's cranky. Yeah.
you
Ranger, I love that guy.
you see
He's
Shrug.
saying-
Shrug
I was
just
right.
standing
I
at
don't know
this
you're right yet.
headstone,
Okay.
just looking at it.
Is he doing anything with any
I
blood?
produce
doing
flame
nothing.
and I hit him.
Okay.
Do you really?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
20.
You're gonna hit a devil with fire.
23?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
It's a
You-
welcome.
Does that hit him?
Yeah, it hits
Oh,
him.
it's okay.
Devil.
Does
Goes-
it do
it
anything?
goes on.
Fire.
Yeah.
Doesn't
They
care.
unfortunately are
Well,
resist- No,
listen, I did my best.
it was a good point.
Yep.
That so yeah. That's
You
just
see Shrug look.
it is immune to fire. That's not good.
He's just pointing at the stone.
Got it.
Do you guys approach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have I seen this before? in any of
I
my visions?
approach and I backhand him on the shoulder hard. Like,
With
what was that for?
Shrug,
Shrug. Yeah.
and he turns around and looks at you. His eyes are not cross,
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
and the dent in his head is not there.
It's my crazy.
What does that mean?
And he smiles a
He has the
Joker
power.
smile.
And he slits his throat.
Whoa!
Oh.
Did not see that one coming.
Pull him away
He
from
slits
the
his
wants the
throat?
power.
Pull him away from
His
the
own throat.
His own throat.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll
Pull-
put it. He'll put his hand on his
Does
shoulder. and pull him
Ricca
away.
see Dag still?
Yep. Dag is next to Darian. In kind of our marching order where we were before. You were
And-
right behind, I believe.
Ricca will try to go grab Dag and pull him back.
Okay. We're going to do. You're going to try to. I'm going to roll dex.
Yeah, he's making it, and I'm making what?
I don't know.
Grapple. You're
Yeah,
striking
do a
him.
grapple.
So athletics?
Yeah, you should be actually okay at that because of your squat nimbleness.
I mean, I had to have advantage.
You're grappling.
I can't guide
Dag?
myself. I'm trying to grapple Dag.
Okay. Am I trying to grapple Shrug?
You can.
I-
He's
I-
bleeding out.
Right, but I'm trying to pull him away
Yeah,
from
it
the
is,
stone.
but
Okay.
17.
17.
You can use acrobatics or athletics, technically, to disengage from a grapple.
Yes.
You're gonna roll it on the table.
He sees it coming. You kind of go like, whoa, no! Big bear hug. You miss him. He dodges. He impales himself right through the heart.
We didn't even have that dagger.
Yeah, for real.
It was a blood dagger. Just
Of blood?
of his. Just it apparates into him. Both of them. And you see
Darian, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Okay, Darian obeys.
backing up. You see the blood start pooling and getting pulled towards the headstone.
Ricca tries to sacred flame it.
Okay. And you see the sacred flame getting rebuffed. It's like there's some sort of energy that is emanating from this stone, sucking up the blood.
Hmm.
And the stone starts to crack. Spider webs up from the base.
Is this what I think it is?
Aiel,
Does this
get
remind
ready
me of
for a fight.
anything
I'm glad
about
you're here
you?
with us. Paz,
I'm just shaking my head in disgust.
I hate evil things!
That was a good barbarian scream.
That was, yeah.
And
Are you
I'm
raging?
actually angry. This should not have happened.
it's gonna happen.
You guys
I'm
chose
with
a
you.
stupid decision.
Does narrative progression that sometimes you are a bit rattled into it. Okay.
Yes. The stone explodes
What do you know about Raylan?
Not enough.
into dust and rubble.
Oh, fine, great. We can turn around now.
You can, and when you turn around, a door closes
No!
The top of the
really?
stairs.
at the top of the stairs.
Aiel, did you see that coming?
And, and
Our audience is now deaf.
you see this flame appear. You see this flame appear where the prison stone was. And this flame grows and grows and grows and grows, hits the top of the ceiling of this room, and begins to engulf the entire room, thus bringing us to...
We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. We're not
Oh,
gonna
this
die.
doesn't look good! This just looks like a nice place!
This is pretty.
We're not gonna die. These
It's
are
like
not.
homey for
These
you.
are not devil suckers. Yes, they are. They're totally devil suckers.
We should have looked on Hotel Trivago.
Oh no.
Not good.
Oh,
And we have lava.
No.
Hey, look,
Oh,
guys,
stay away from the lava! Stay away from the lava! It's bad.
but look, free armor.
And you see this ring of fire that was spewing out completely changes the landscape of the room you were in, which was just a hewn room, dirt floors, with a headstone, a prison stone. And out of the fire, once it stops spewing, stands a
Oh my gosh.
A devil dragon.
That looks beautiful. Yeah.
A devil dragon? Can you hold up to the camera so audience can see it better?
Oh, that's not good.
No, lower.
Lower. It's
yeah,
gotta be a little lower.
still. It's the focus is down low,
Yeah.
but that's cool. So it's a
It's an Abishai, for those that are wondering.
Great.
A black Abishai appears,
Good.
dual wielding two fiery longswords.
Respect it.
Does Ricca know about Abishai?
Ricca can roll an advantaged history. religion.
That is a 12 plus something. Unhand her, I yell.
She needs to do battle.
That is a 14.
14. It looks like a much bigger version of those devil imps. Or dragon imps.
Both of them combined.
No.
Just
No.
new guy.
So do Abishai serve Tiamat?
Yep.
In
They're like,
hell.
they're warriors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Ricca looks around.
I'm already.
Are we in
attacking it.
hell?
yes. You are in hell.
What the hell?
And this creature says, "Who spilt my brethren's blood?"
They did!
That wasn't us.
That tracks.
Misunderstanding. Click.
Was it Dagon Shrug?
Is that what he really said?
No.
Darn.
Ricca circles counterclockwise to try to get opposite of.
Oh, I chose poorly.
It puts 2 flaming swords in the ground. You will die here. Your souls will be mine.
I'm charging in. I'm so pissed. I don't even care about anything. I don't even care that we're in hell. I'm just like, this might be my moment!
Okay.
Oh, I am.
Alright.
It sees you. It sees you running.
I'm so mad.
Okay.
I hope you roll last on initiative.
I'll let you get the first swing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not a surprise
So
that it's a
I'll
pretty
rage,
pathetic round.
obviously. And I'm gonna use an advantage. Mark it
Do
down.
we all have opportunity to take an action right now?
No.
Yeah, can you spare the dying
You got 4 left.
proactively?
Could we spare this time?
This is not good, guys.
Thanks.
No? Really?
Thanks for getting us into this, jackasses.
It was coming either way.
I know. It's coming to us. I'd feel a lot better if
26.
it came to us.
26.
So I will wrap it in my inferno rope. Oh
He
wait,
parries your attack.
Are you
Whoa!
serious?
Whoa, it's got parry!
26.
He uses a special ability here.
He parries.
26 is a parry. Holy shnikes!
It's mixed with something else.
Shield.
It's mixed with but he
You're
parries.
gonna die so hardcore.
I need you to roll a d20.
We need to get you a better box.
15 on the die.
Okay, you hold on to your axe. Wow. But you are pivoted.
Alright, I attack him again.
No, you don't.
You only had one action, I think, given.
That's
You can't make more than one attack.
That was so smooth. All right, guys.
and you see him. He picked up his swords, parried, repositioned both you and him. You lose your second attack because of that. And he looks at you all. What's that thing you always say?
Or Melinda.
Prepare to
Welcome to die.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Welcome to die.
Welcome to die. And that's where we will end it tonight.
Oh,
We wasted so much time on that door!
we did, yeah.
It's
On all the doors.
it's 10:24. I want to be respectful of our time.
I think we could one-hit kill it.
We're in Avernus. I presume we're in Avernus because that's Tiamat's lair.
Yep.
Realm.
Yep. In fact,
Is
you
that
see,
actual lava around us?
we're gonna go with yes.
Okay.
It looks jumpable.
Nope. Maybe in that section.
No, not tonight, Zentilius. I'm trying to learn.
There's no door anywhere that we saw crash.
There, so it's weird. I'll let you roll this perception before battle begins, if you'd like, because he's doing the same thing to you guys.
Do we have time to all
Natural
have
20.
one action?
Natural 20. This is free right now. Free action.
Free action.
Yeah.
Natural 20. You still see. It's weird. You still see, almost like you're in a cell in a room, and you can see through the exterior of hell into the room you were in, but you just can't reach it. It's like it's a mirage or it's blending.
Is that connected with the circle?
Familiar.
Mm.
Feels very familiar.
What?
This
Did-
room.
Can Ricca roll insight as to how to get back to that cell based off of the circle and the runes and what he knows of arcane rituals and divine rituals of abjuration and trapping in prison stones?
Sure.
What skill am I rolling? Insight?
What'd you say? Insight?
18.
18. You are in a pocket hell dimension, and the way out is going to be to kill this Abishai.
Yeah.
Now, the good news, is you are on its home plane. If you kill this devil on its home plane, it is dead. It is wiped from existence. It's gone. Conversely, you also know the longer you guys stay here, we've got some issues with insanity.
We've got to kill this thing quick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Spill its blood,
This is not
end
good.
its existence, and we'll return.
Not good.
Let's go.
That's where we ended. Okay. Thank you for joining us tonight. Next session, which will be... checking my calendar. Looks like the 17th. November 17th. That is the third Thursday of November.
Dang.
Will be a fight in hell with an Abishai. Don't die. Because it's going to be really hard to use clerical spells.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I heard that.
In hell. It's going to be hard. But it should be a fight. Turns out, obviously, IL and Paz were correct.
About what?
Not wanting to go into that room. But it was going to
None of us
happen.
wanted to go.
It was going to happen.
It's either
How
coming to
best
us
to
or
go.
Yeah.
So, good job tonight, guys. Congrats on, I think it was Chav Hunter, Chav,
Yep, job
on the $5 gift card. Good job. And if and when we win, there's some interesting stuff in this room when we get back to out of hell and back into that room. So, good luck to you on the 17th. Gives me 2 more weeks to try to bounce this a little bit better.
Mr. Perry on a 26 and pivot me away.
Uh-huh.
My goodness.
Yeah. Well, he used a...
Don't tell us.
Okay.
Fine.
A thing. He used a thing.
I even wasted advantage on that.
I think things are good.
Yeah, you did.
It's this innate feature called Screw You IO. Every devil can do it. And
Thank you very much, and good night, guys.